Um, for the family portrait,
Yep.
does it show the kids that we just saw outside, and does it include a baby?
Okay. Yeah. So as you look towards the portrait of the Durst family, you see Gustav. Well, you wouldn't know their names, but you see a man and a woman. Basically, one standing with his hand on the girl, and the woman standing in front of the boy. The two smiling children. Cradled in the father's arms is a swaddled baby, and which the mother looks at with a hint of scorn. Um,
But the kids in the picture match the kids that sent us in here?
yes, but much more. But the painting's much more vibrant than what you saw of them.
Okay.
The father looks like a gentleman with more winters under his belt than his wife Elizabeth. Established by many deep-set wrinkles, gray hair, and crow's feet. His somber green eyes downcast, particularly obscured beneath furrowed, bushy eyebrows, as if he was in deep thought as the portrait was painted. Below a large hawk-like nose, stern lips turned downward into dour, sulking expression. And then the woman, a glamorous chestnut-haired woman, appears beside her husband, her face dolled up with a hint of blush, and her scarlet lips curve up into a sly smirk, with her thin eyebrows raised up ever so slightly in an almost smug manner. Her dreamy green eyes, appearing to be lost in thought, have the appearance of the calm before a brewing storm set behind them. And this is the look of them in the portrait.
Ooh.
Wow. Looks like a happy family.
Like a baddie.
So, is that their skin color, or is it the same bluish, purplish,
Kids have the
grayish?
same skin color
Okay.
in the portrait.
Okay.
Wait, so the kids are bluish in the portrait, or they're the same as those two?
The same as those two.
Okay, all right.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who noticed that the kids who sent us in here look different than in the painting. Anyone at all concerned about that? And Octavia will look down the stairs behind her.
If you want to run, then run.
I'm just saying, seems odd.
Underneath you just see the darkness of below. You can't. No lights have really been on in the place, so you just see basically the view. Like you have dark vision, so you would see just like the bottom of the steps, but not much past that.
Yeah. Do I know of any conditions or anything like that that would cause their skin to be that weird bluish purple gray thing?
Nope.
Cool.
Also, I mean, you're looking at a painting. It's a painting. It's not a photograph. And what you saw was under gloomy skies and stuff like that outside. But yeah.
I mean, this land has been cursed. This could be just an effect of the curse. Doesn't mean that they're anything other than children. Regardless, I think we have another floor to go up to find Walter.
I think it's best to press on before we lose this one.
Just let us press on then.
Alright, Tarkin's gonna start making his way for the stairs over here. Oh, look at that.
Just whoever's next.
I guess I'm kind of following Tarkin most closely. I was only momentarily distracted by the glove. Huh. Did a lot of work on these maps.
Thurkos.
He's gonna follow as well.
Yep. If you, Octavia, if you're following, you can go ahead.
She's gonna try and open the door in front of her.
Okay.
Okay. She'll close the door and head upstairs.
Wait, no. You open up the door. What are you doing? All right. So you open up the door and you see a undecorated bedroom containing a pair of beds with straw stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each of the bed is an empty footlocker, and tidy servants' uniforms hang from the hooks in the adjoining closet, which is open. I meant that's supposed to be open.
Okay.
All right. So as you slowly walk up the stairs, you start to hear a noise coming from above.
It's a botchling, I swear to God.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna continue heading upstairs towards the sound.
It's just the baby crying. There's no like footsteps. There's no like other rustling around or banging or anything like that.
Nope. As you guys do walk up the stairs, you feel like a cold breeze, though, come down the stairs. Kind of starts with a gust, but slowly, like, still pushes against you like a light wind.
Does it smell like anything?
Nope.
Can I determine which door it's coming from at all?
Yeah. Are you just gonna come up and make a perception check, or?
Yeah, I'm pretty much walking to the top of the stairs as I hear the crying, and as I get to the top, I see 3 doors.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to figure out where the sound's coming from.
Yep. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I thought that was a 1 for a second.
Alright, so as you climb up to the top of the red marble staircase, you come to a dusty balcony with the suit of black plate armor standing against one wall draped in cobwebs. Oil lamps are mounted on the oak paneled walls, which are all carved with woodland scenes of trees, falling leaves, and tiny critters. You notice that the sound is coming from the south.
Okay. Or these aren't lit, right?
Nope, none of the oil lamps you've seen are lit.
Alright, I'm good then.
Okay.
Oh, the little baby coughs.
I found that like 5 minutes before we started, or like 30 minutes before we started, looking at baby crying noises.
It's making me so sad.
Brewer?
Yeah, I'm right behind him. I mean, like. Alright.
You gotta stay there.
Yeah, this is just another suit of armor?
Yep.
Does this one have a wolf's head? I can't tell. There's like some weird effect going on.
No, it's more of a traditional one, just covered in cobwebs.
Can I see? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm like off Tarkin's shoulder.
Okay. I'll lie.
A lie. It's a lie. A lie. So fine.
That it? You can write it in chat too. Oh no.
baby is straight up not having a good time right now.
It's a long thing, you're right. Remember, you can do also dialogue in chat too, in like the actual chat, Hannah, and it will like switch to your character and like have like a speech bubble. Go ahead and do the investigation roll. There you go, like that. See how it pops up like a bubble thing? Okay, investigation. So while you swipe up the dust, you don't notice much other than it's just dustier than normal. But as you look around the room, and you look at like the side panels where you looked before and you saw like woodland scenes of trees, falling leaves, and tiny critters. You look deeper within, and you look and you see on the trees are tiny corpses hanging, with worms bursting up from the ground, etched into like the design. Circus.
Climb up the stairs. And I'm guessing he sees Eli kind of inspecting the walls and asks, he says, "Dear friend, what do you see in this wall?" Whoops, is in the wall? Inside the wall? Oh. Sorry, does using a ritual burn a spell slot? I forget.
No, it doesn't, but it takes like 10 minutes, I think.
10
right?
minutes to take effect. Alright.
You need ritual casting too, if you don't have it.
I'm a
You're
wizard.
Yeah,
I'm a
sorry.
fucking wizard, alright?
My bad.
Relax.
I'll just go fuck myself.
And I'll watch.
I mean, I guess he'll, like, kind of start prepping to, like, detect magic. Do I need to be stationary to start a detect magic ritual, or... I've never done a ritual before.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, you'd be like either seated, kneeled, or
Okay.
like getting the books ready and like.
Yeah, maybe I won't. I won't do that.
Okay.
Alright, that's it for me.
Octavia.
Did you say that this suit of armor looks like a different metal from the others?
It's black. The other ones were just like iron.
Okay. Stupid prestidigitation. I'm going to cast light on, I guess, the helm of the suit of armor.
Okay.
Just to try
I
and
mean,
get some light in here.
Yeah, touch it.
Oh, is it touch? Motherfucker.
Womp womp.
Okay, well, I'll take out a crossbow bolt from my bag and cast light on that and kind of toss it into the room.
You're gonna what?
I'm just going to cast light on an object and throw it into the room.
That's 2 actions.
Casting light on something.
Casting
and
light's an
throwing-
action.
Yeah, but throwing it into the room is also an action.
I mean, it's not. It technically is, but I'll let you do it.
That's fine then. I can just wait.
No, you can throw it.
Okay.
Where are you throwing it?
Just into the room, sort of in front of the
What's
suit of
the
armor.
radius on light?
20 feet bright, another 20 dim. So I think the light source would be 20 bright, 40 dim.
Okay. So it brightens up. When the light does brighten up, everyone's able to notice these hanging basically throughout the walls is this design of the trees with the hanging bodies on them and the worms underneath. Like underneath, next to there's happy tiny critters, and then there's just worms, and then hanging bodies on top of it. And then you just see this big black suit of armor covered in cobwebs, just stationary there. And all the doors brighten up. You see the thick amount of dust that's on the ground. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Tarkin.
Alright, Tarkin's gonna kind of go up here and go down to this door down here.
Yep.
And as he approaches it, does the sound get stronger through this door?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I am going to go ahead and just gently open the door, quietly and slowly.
Yeah. Wait, actually, hold on. Is light a cantrip?
Yeah.
Okay. For this first one, we're gonna let it slide. But you still apparently need a material for that in the future. A firefly or a...
Not with
Boss.
a focus, though, right?
Okay, you have a focus, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Can you RP that in the future? Remember, we're gonna try to stick to doing stuff like that. It just helps, especially with me trying to figure out if you can do things we're not trying to get around it. We're gonna try to play D&D the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you open up the door.
I see more doors. Does it sound like the crying's from this room?
As you open up that door, it gets louder. You basically open up that door and a puff of dust and cobwebs, it kind of budges open a little bit. And dust and cobwebs kind of hang from the top of the door windowsill, and you see just the dust kind of push with the light that opens up and pushes into the room.
Alright, I'm gonna just take a step forward right here.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna move.
So when you do, you notice that it is a bedroom. It sort of is just caked in dust, quiet. There's that gloomy blue light outside pouring into it.
I'm good.
And you just hear that baby noise as loud as you've heard it yet. Okay, who's next? Brewer?
Yeah, I'm gonna slink in the shadows here, kind of along the wall.
Okay, can you stop?
Yep.
So, when you walk over past the light, everyone watches the silhouette of your silhouette of the light break off, and when they do, they see the silhouette of a hand moving forward as the armor breaks off of the cobwebs and goes to like reach at you, and we're in combat.
This motherfucker.
Welcome.
All right.
Barry, I should have asked you this beforehand. It's my fault.
Yeah.
What's the deal with my Strix right now?
Not yet. Not till 3.
Not until 3. Okay.
Yeah. Which is, like I said, it's quick when it does happen, but basically not yet. Like, I would say that, like, you can RP whatever reason why you haven't been able to use it yet, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's been years. Yeah, so maybe I had been working on it for years up to that point, and then when I used it in our prologue, it like did demonstrable damage to it. I had to spend even more time now, and so it's still in disrepair.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Octavia.
Let's see. I am going to hold up my orb and just point it out in front of me at the suit of armor and cast Sacred Flame. So it will just glow bright, and a beam of light will shoot out.
Roll the damage. Yeah. So as that beam of light shoots out, it like knocks some of the cobwebs and blasts into its shoulder as it just stands unfazed, looking down at the brewer with its hand out.
I'll take a few steps forward. The game is paused. And that will be it.
Yep. A lie. Hannah, you would have sneak attack where Brewer is, FYI. Oh, you can't talk either.
You can still roll.
Just make your moves, make your rolls, whatever.
I thought it was quiet.
Let's set an 18 for a second.
It's a miss. That one's a hit. You can get sneak attack on your offhand, right, Tom?
No, I don't think so.
No, only your main attack?
Yeah.
It's like the one thing I don't know. Okay, so 6 damage. That's awesome though, you rolled a max damage on your offhand. So you come running in, slide in, as you like try to swing at it as you slide, and it kind of is like starting to move and you misjudge it, but as you like slide, you kick off the wall and you hit it in the back with your second short sword and slash it, and you just hear the metal grate like slash, and it doesn't look like you do anything to it, but you notice it like just sort of like bobble a little bit, its pieces. So as you attack it, it like reaches with its left hand and attempts to slam you against the wall. 14 hit, Hannah. Yeah. 3 damage.
Heavy hitter.
Yeah, it's a tie.
The resignation.
As you kind of bring your sword up as you see it come at you, and it hits your sword into you, so you kind of lessen the bludgeoning. And then it takes the hand that it was going to hit the brewer with and comes down and tries to push him into the ground. Sure, 19 hits. 8 damage. As it comes down and hits the brewer and just hits him in the chest, and he stumbles back. Tarkin.
8 to me.
Yeah, that was to you. It hit with both hands.
Jesus.
Oof.
I was gonna say I thought 8 might knock him.
Yeah.
Tarkin, upon hearing the commotion, is gonna turn around and gonna start conjuring a crackling light in his hand as a tentacle, like a spectral tentacle, starts wrapping around his arm, and he's gonna reach out with his arm and blast an eldritch blast at this thing.
Yep.
Hey.
Damn.
So as you shoot that blast, as it it hits Brewer and gets its arm up, you shoot it and you see a big ripple in the chest, the breast of the chest plate, and it just kind of pushes it to the left and absorbs back in, but you can see a dent inside the armor.
Alright, good.
Thurkos.
He is going to... He'll raise his hands and just kind of swing them around a little bit and just say "Frechette," and a bunch of magic missiles will shoot out at the animated armor.
Frechette.
Frechette.
Bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
Look at that frickin' dice.
Oh, why is it like
That's
that?
that's porn star dice.
Yeah,
I gotta fix that.
all of it's hitting, so it's just the 9, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Because you're not splitting it.
Nope.
Okay. So all of these lights of magic, I'm guessing, are they
Yeah.
just little.
Yeah, just little darts of light, basically.
Yeah.
Just...
So these blue darts of light come and they ping it in the shoulder, the chest, and in the leg, as it lowers down, and you can tell the pieces of armor are barely holding on to each other, and it's still trying to bring its arms up to attack the 2 next to it.
Mm-hmm. And he'll kind of come in and hug the wall, up against it on the way after he shoots it off.
Like he hit me in the chest. You said, Barry.
Yeah.
When we say that his chest is still in my chest, or his fist is still in my chest, it just
No, at this point, because it's 6 seconds per turn, it slammed down and it brought its fist back up, and it got hit a couple times, and you can tell that it's coming back down soon. It's starting to raise them to attack you guys again.
okay.
So it would be coming up from your chest, basically, at this point.
Coming up my chest. Okay. So I'm not gonna. You're not gonna see where this is coming from, but you hear some crackling and popping. Think about the electricity coming from the wires in Back to the Future that are touching the car. You know how the crackling, that noise. And I just reach out and put my palm on the suit of armor's chest, almost exactly where it hit me, almost slow, kind of slow motion because I'm fucked. And I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp, and because he's metal, I get advantage. And still miss.
Yeah, you still miss. That's a bad advantage roll.
Yeah.
So
Some shocking grasp.
So as you do that, I'm sure it's something technical with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. it malfunctions, and you just hear the sparks, and you're just like waiting for it to happen. As it like
Maybe like a
raises.
couple of sparks come out.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. And like my
Smoke.
hands start smoking. And then I fall down and like kneel, just waiting to be bludgeoned to death.
Octavia.
I will once again cause my orb to start glowing and blast another sacred flame.
What's your
Yeah.
verbal for it? Let's hear it. Can be anything.
Let there be light.
There you go.
Oh no.
I got a whole notes app on all my spells.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, the light will sort of bounce off of the suit of armor and come and heal the brewer for, well, 2. So
It's not nothing.
I saved you.
So yeah, the light goes flying, hits like just misses the animated armor and just shoots down, almost like it was intentional, directly towards Brewer as it envelops him in light, and he feels a little bit less bad about maybe being bludgeoned to death. A lie. The silent rogue. You should make it a part of your character that you are mute for the first hour of every day.
Battle silence.
Hey, do the damage. How do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Sneak attack.
Oh,
for
you
fun,
can't.
Too.
You can how you want to do it. The first how you want to do it of
Wow.
Strahd, and we can't do it because of Cox cable.
Type it out, woman.
It's 9:01. What is he doing? Working overtime, burning the midnight oil over there. All right, so basically, as you see it,
He's done.
okay, go do it.
He's done. So I look over and I see Brewer on the ground, and I like grab both of my daggers, well, whatever they are, and I just like bounce off the wall and I just come down on him and I just slam it into like the top part of his shoulder, and I just see I'm assuming he's like a vision or a spectral underneath, and it just like makes like this like spark, and then he just like separates and falls to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you like bounce off the wall, you come down. It's not really a spirit or anything, it's just literally like magic holding it together. So when you slice both short swords into its neck, it sort of just crumbles down, and you just land in front of the brewer on your knees on top of it, and just look up at him as he's just sitting there, body on the floor looking at you, thinking he was gonna die. And we end combat. Alright, what are you guys doing?
Is everyone all right? As I look at
For various definitions of all right, it looks like. And I will come over and try and help Brewer up.
Yeah, you can open up. This is definitely just an RP moment for you guys.
May want to stay away from these suits of armor.
It's
How do you help
interesting.
me? How does Octavia help the brewer?
What position are you in?
Kneeling.
I'm pissed.
One knee down,
I will.
like hunched over.
I'd probably put a hand under your armpit and like grab like your forearm so that you had something to push against.
Okay, your hand gets slightly burned.
Which
because
the armpit hand or forearm hand?
the forearm hand gets slightly burned. Like not anything meaningful, like topical, but it stings.
Yeah. Okay. What the fuck was that?
I have many toys. And
Fun
I'm
toys.
out of breath. And my ribcage is shattered. But yeah, that's fine. I'll stand up. but not say anything else to you.
Yeah. You're welcome for healing you a little bit. Nope, that's fine. Okay, bye.
I think as we continue, we really need to be careful.
Yeah, we
Well,
should.
say-
what's strange is we walked directly in front of some of the suits of armors downstairs, and they didn't do anything. So I'm wondering if it's because this one's made out of different metal.
It's possible.
Just this whole room gives me a vibe. It's different up here.
Was
Do you
it the
remember the first floor?
worms?
The first floor was spotless. Look at all the dust around here.
Well, maybe they didn't use the attic that much. Barry, once we sort of destroyed the suit of armor, it just kind of crumpled to the ground.
Yeah, like the pieces of it all. Like it has like the dents from the attacks you guys took, but as far as you can tell right now, it just looks like armor ripped apart, basically all the pieces.
I want to start trying to separate the pieces some. Like just drag, move the head up to here, one of the arms and legs down here kind of thing.
Yep. So you drag them to the different parts of the room.
The baby's still crying while this is going on.
Yeah.
Can I pick up a loose piece of metal, like a finger or something, and pocket it?
You and your fingers.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just a small finger from the.
Yeah,
hand.
not even a whole one, just like a piece, like the smallest piece of the
Yeah,
armor.
as you like kneel down, you like use something for leverage, and you just like break a little piece off, and like I'll say like this part, like this chunk right here, like that went under like another piece, like it was like two pieces in the finger. You pull off that front piece, so just put that in your inventory. You don't have to put a weight for that because it'd be so small.
What's this? What should I call this? What's this thing called?
Just put black armor finger.
It's not like
Nice.
Black
Nailed it.
armor, like semicolon finger. I don't know.
black
The finger of a piece of black armor.
black colon finger.
Black colon finger.
Bless you.
How do I do that actually?
Should be able to create an item.
You might need to unlock if your thing is locked.
Oh yeah, got it. Thanks.
Yep.
So, what are you guys doing? You guys pulled the armor around the room. Eli walked over it. As you were doing that, walked over to Tarkin. Thurkos is against that end of the balcony, which definitely has like a can't think of the word. Railing. Thank you.
I walk over to Tarkin. These two love to touch things, huh?
Yeah, inquisitive minds.
Mm.
Very curious. We should press on.
I literally make stuff out of other stuff.
It's true. But there is a baby crying. That is presumably Walter, so we should probably press on here. And get this baby so we can get out of this house.
That would be nice. Let us press on. Let us do it.
Alright, I'm gonna step more into the room.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that effect.
All right. So the bedroom contains like a large bed, 2 end tables, and an empty wardrobe. Mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe is a full-length mirror with an ornate wooden frame carved to look like ivy and berries. So you got
that right here.
Yep.
That's a mirror, you said?
Yeah, that's a mirror.
Okay. I'm gonna walk in front of and look at the mirror.
Okay. Can you do a perception check? So as you look at the mirror, you notice that among the berries are eyeballs.
Ooh, delicious.
Just littered throughout and other than that, you just see a reflection of your face. But as you look closer, it just distorts. And then as you pull your face back, it's normal.
So as I get closer to the mirror, my face distorts?
Yeah, kind of like a mirror room.
Alright.
Mirror maze.
Are the eyeballs moving?
Nope.
Okay, good.
They're engraved in, but they're so small that you wouldn't notice until you looked closer at it.
Okay. I'm just gonna take another step to the side as I inspect it, and I'm good.
Yep. I'll lie.
Well, I just sees Tarkin looking at himself in the mirror.
So as you walk into the room and you walk into that blue hue, you see the dust particles floating in the air. As when you look down and watch your feet, you notice it's like snow almost, the amount of dust up here. Your footprints are leaving marks. And you when you lean against this bed, you hear it crack a little bit, and then you see just the amount of dust on top of the bed kind of just kind of shimmy, kind of like a top layer on top of a thick bottom layer.
I'm good.
Yep. Next.
Guess I'll go. So I'll enter the room, and when I'm in here, do I still hear the crying from any particular direction?
It's from your west. The baby's still definitely crying. I just paused
that.
Yeah.
Well, I think it might be best if we attend to the child behind this door. He sounds like he is in need of help. So,
You seem like strawberry type.
not always, but when there might be a reward in the end, I can be coaxed into a little bit of parental care.
You seem like the daddy type.
So
I've been called that.
As you look over and say, I've been called that, and you slowly open that door, dust pours basically back at you. And as you do that, Tarkin, to your right, you see a woman manifest in the chair next to you. I think that's a chair, right? Oh, well, I'm going to say there's a chair there. A woman manifests in that chair next to you. Yeah.
Mhm.
As she rises up, and you see her terrified skeletal body as she's a thin young woman, and it just looks directly past you at Circos and screams. And we're in combat.
Cool. Oh god, a
fine.
specter. Oh no.
That's fine. That's fine. We're fine.
I don't know if you remember the last specter we fought, but
Sitting here quietly building my backup character.
No, the Spectre wasn't the bad one. No,
pretty sure specters have a whale that is.
No,
not good.
I
No,
thought
that's
that
a
was a
banshee.
banshee.
That's a
That was a
banshee.
banshee we fought.
I don't
Oh, he's looking up the stat blocks.
You know it.
Wow, spoilers.
I want to look at the banshee one.
It was 100% a banshee that we
All right,
fought.
Brewer, just make your initiative, and we shall start.
Man, how is Octavia rolling so high for initiative? Oh, never mind. There we go.
Brewer's faster.
All right. Brewer alone in this room with his finger. What are you doing?
I'm figuring out how far I can walk. Okay.
Thought you just said fingering out. I'm fingering out.
Yeah, let's see. 1, 5, 10, 15.
Spectre, I'm gonna come up here. And see this fucking horrific thing. Oh my god.
So yeah, it's a thin.
We're all
It's
gonna
a
die.
thin woman, skeletal-like in figure.
It's a thin woman.
Yeah, skeletal thin woman. And currently, as you walk in, it's screaming. And when you walk past that corner and you see it past Tarkin's shoulder, you see it staring through you, like basically through you, behind you. Like you feel it. Its eyes. It has like bright blue eyes, and it's like staring through your soul. It feels like.
No, I can't do it. So basically, I can hear the screaming from around the corner, right? Like, possibly.
Yeah, as it's heading. Yep.
So as
It's
I
like a
walk,
ghostly scream.
so as I'm walking up, I'm basically just like loading my like bracer bow, just basically just my crossbow onto my arm, but like takes up my. It requires my hand to fire, so it's basically a crossbow. It's just rescanned and it's in my wrist, right? And I walk up and I'm like loading the arrow into the bow, and as I come around the corner, I basically just, without really thinking, just loose an arrow at it. And crossbow bolt. Yeah. Okay. Bang.
And as you walk through and you shoot it, you see it just skim over its shoulder as it starts to move forward.
Yeah. So when I see it miss, I just immediately start reloading my bow, and like I'm looking down at my wrist, and like basically just not happy about any of this.
Is that it? Octavia?
It's 10 to go through someone.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that I really want to be all grouped up like this. As I walked past them, did I see a baby in the room?
I mean, you walked past them, so you just saw the crib. You didn't see much more other than that, and you hear the crying still going.
Oh boy, this is not good. This is not good. Going to say, leave us be. Just take your baby, and then mind sliver it.
Oh, I did your damage by accident. Did you do it too, or is that both of us?
I think both of we
I
must
think we
have
both rolled threes.
And it will have minus 1d4 on its next saving throw.
Okay. So you basically RP how you do that? How your mind spike, is it just mental
Yeah.
for you? How you RP it? Okay. So as you like focus at it and focus your arcane energies towards it with your mind, you see just like a brief like moment of its like scream like kind of halter and know it hit as it's still like it's starting to move.
And I think that is it.
So Tarkin's seeing this thing appear out of the wall and focus
Like
on
him.
Circos.
Your
He's
mic,
gonna-
Trev. There you go.
Seeing this thing appear out of the wall and focus on Circos, he's gonna reach his hand out, and again the tentacle is gonna come down, and he's gonna cast Eldritch Blasts at it. Or Azaf! And... wrong thing. 14 hit.
It's
Hey. No ho.
oh Jesus.
So
Yeah. So as
blast it.
so as you raise your hand, and you said tentacles come around your arm.
They come around, but then the force in my hand is like electricity, and then it like shoots out like a giant force.
It's dope. When you shoot at it, it like kind of, because it starts to start rapidly moving towards its destination, you miss a little bit and it hits like her hair, and the hair like fragments and comes back. Circos.
Right.
He's just gonna. Guess he'll step forward, past the brewer and Octavia, and reach his hand forward and just say "Flama," and the firebolt will just build in his hand and just launch at her.
Yep.
Spellbook. Gotta put stuff on my bar.
Okay, roll damage.
Oh, didn't roll damage. What the fuck?
No, that's how I changed it. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so when you shoot the firebolt at it, you notice that when it hits it, it kind of like spreads around her face, as it like sort of like doesn't hit it with all of its force. It like slides off of her and hits like the side of the wall and like lights up a little bit and dims out and leaves black marks, but you do hit her squarely in the face.
Okay. All right. And he will. I guess he'll just step back over to here.
So after you move, it just goes directly to you, Trev.
This rude ass bitch.
As she like stops in front of you, and just raises her hand.
That hits.
Roll the con save.
Aha.
So.
Oh no. Down goes Frazier.
Yeah. So it gets you for the necrotic damage.
Oh wait, I'm resistant to necrotic.
There you go.
Oh. Good.
What's half of third? Where's the half?
It would be 3 damage. Because it would reduce to 12
Sucks.
because well, does save reduce it?
It's 6 damage. Well, I
No, it
don't-
doesn't reduce it. It does
Oh.
something that's much worse.
Cool,
Okay.
cool.
So you take half of it as it reaches out, and you feel it basically sucking your life force. You basically feel part of your soul kind of rip, like you feel it tightly rip at you, and it like everyone else, like Alay, mostly just Alay, you would see like a part of his soul pull out a little bit, and then like shoot back into his head.
Wow. Is she a dementor or what?
All right.
Ooh, clutch remembering I'm resistant to necrotic.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, otherwise you would have been down, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to like tuck down and like tuck and roll. So why not? Right to the backside of the specter.
Yep.
And I'm going to like when I land on my feet, I'm like in a crouch position and I go up kind of like through the specter.
Yeah. So the first one misses.
I figured. And then I come through with the second one to the side.
You're unstoppable on that offhand. All right, roll damage on the second one.
Yeah.
And you're maxing out the damage every time. So as you jump around and you swipe the first time, it like just finishes pulling Travis's soul, like sucking any energy from it, and it like sort of sees you out of the corner of its eye, and it like wails as it like turns like this. But as it turns like this, it doesn't expect the second blade, and then that's when you slice it. It goes through its body, but as it does, you see its body open up a little bit, and you don't hit all of it that you thought you were going to hit. Yeah, and it gets hit. Brew boy.
We need to change my character. I just realized something. I can't have a shield if I have my bow out. Two-handed.
Okay.
The light crossbow's two-handed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot darts from here on out.
I thought the light crossbows. Oh, it's a hand crossbow.
Hand crossbow, yeah.
Well, sorry to do this right now, but
Don't worry about
For now, just play it as you were, and we'll figure it out. Play it as you were with the, and then we'll figure it out. You'll probably just have to switch it to the stats of a hand crossbow. That's it.
I think it goes from a D6 to a D4.
Yeah.
hand crossbow's D6. This is a D8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'll change it when I can.
Yeah, I'm fine with tonight just keeping it as, so we just continue.
Okay. I come up just as
Bang, 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 bang.
Ally makes her attack, and the arrow sort of looses out of my wrist unexpectedly strong. I kind of like recoil a little bit because I'm still a little wobbly, getting fucking crushed. And shoots right over target's shoulder. So I guess 22 hits.
Yep, roll damage.
Yeah, bang.
Okay.
Bang bang.
So as you shoot that crossbow over the shoulder, it's like her head like is just turning back to Tarkin after Ally slashed her, and as she does that crossbow bolt goes directly through her head, but her head opens up a little bit. It like splits, and you see the arrow hit some of it, but not a full blow, and it goes flying into a wall.
The T-1000.
But after that, when her head pushes back together, you see like the concentrated ghostly energy that manifests her body, that her body's made out of, is lighter, fading. She's kind of getting lost in the dust that's surrounding the area.
So the brewer immediately starts loading the next bolt and is like being very mechanical, and it's just like cha-ching, pow, cha-ching, pow. And it is sort of wobbly, and Michael's Sarahing it up, but like still doing the thing.
I keep thinking of when you're reloading, he's like, this motherfucker.
I gotta work on this.
This motherfucker. Go ahead, Octavia.
I will hold out my orb, and it will start to glow and raise up in between my hands, and I will say, Sakurai Flama,
There you go.
and Sacred Flame, the creature. and minus a d4.
Ooh. Does it miss with that? It's a 19, so probably not. No, 15 still passes. Oh, I mean, I could roll it, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I think that just doesn't do anything then. Cool.
So the flame would basically shoot at it, and she would like basically see it like look directly into your eyes and just like push like dust and wind as she's like feeling for her soul at this point, and knock it to the ground, and it just puffs into the dust, knocks it all over the room.
What is this thing? The little blue glowing aspect of it?
It's just there's a glow.
Okay. I will come into this room with the crying baby.
I'm gonna come.
Okay.
It just started. Did it automatically start playing it as soon as I walked into the room?
Yeah.
Nice. And if I'm able to, I will shut the door.
But no, that's.
I would have a bonus action left, so.
Yeah, but it would be a normal action.
Okay, that's fine.
But you do go into the room.
Yep.
Okay. Tarkin. So
All right.
Tarkin, when you like after Octavia runs, you notice her. She was fixed on you, and she raises her head and looks straight back.
Cool. Yep.
I thought that's what you were trying to do, but yeah.
I wasn't
I figured that's
entirely
what you were doing.
Tarkin
I
at
wasn't
this
entirely sure
point
how much he
blank
cared about
range,
this baby.
with his tentacles still around his arm, is gonna reach towards the specter and try to cast Eldritch Blast on it. He misses, I assume.
Yeah, misses.
He goes, I assume.
So as you
10's
reach
not
your
good.
hand up, it like, without even looking at you, grabs its hands and like pushes your hand and you shoot directly under you and like in front of Alai as she's like behind you. Just breaks a little pocket into the ground.
Well, shit.
There it goes.
Shh, baby, quiet.
Yeah, when the baby was going off before, I had to mute it. I can't listen to the baby crying. He is just gonna, even though the fire rolled off her before, he's just gonna like sling another one at her. It's just flama and just launch another fireball.
So once again, you shoot at it, and without looking, you see it once again. She's like wailing at this point, and she like just shoots her hand out, and just air pushes it up, and it just hits another part of it. It hits like this top right corner, and just evaporates into the dust, and leaves a big burn mark above like this stone slab.
Oh, lovely. And he is going to. He'll follow Octavia into the baby room.
Yeah.
Well, one of us might not make it out of this room.
All right, are you done?
Yeah.
All right. So, Tarkin, you see her eyes. What were fixated a little bit to the right. She focuses straight ahead. As
Way to get yourself killed. Good job.
I'm hoping there's a whole bunch of opportunity attacks between her and me.
she flies through you, Tarkin, and around basically the brewer as she comes up in front of Circos, and her hand
Try to hit her.
just directly in front of him. Do we have a miss?
Yeah, let me double
9,
check.
right? I
Yeah,
think
that
we
misses.
above
That misses.
Oh, Lord, that could have toasted you. All right. So, yeah,
were there opportunity attacks? since
yeah.
she left.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yacker.
You would, Tarkin.
yeah,
And
just
I
target.
imagine Eli would too, right?
Oh.
Yeah, Eli
Yes.
would too. Yeah.
Barry, I'm gonna roll dagger, but I don't actually have anything in my hands right now. It's just a punch. Probably miss anyway.
He's so self-conscious about the chip munch that he puts his headset up. There
Yeah,
you go.
I got bullied last time.
Dagger's a miss.
Yeah, I missed.
Hannah.
It was a
one
punch anyways,
swing.
because I don't technically have a dagger.
Both misses.
Cool. Thanks, everyone. Good job.
So as you guys swipe at it, it's basically, it goes so fast towards Circos. It goes through Travis and then Tarkin and around the brewer, and lands. And as it shoots its beam up, Circos blasts fire in its face. There you go. Blinds it.
She has to leave 5 feet from me, not enter, for me to get
For
attacked.
opportunity
No.
attack? Yeah. She entered your 5 feet and didn't leave it.
Okay.
Alright, Eli. I think you might be good unless you all miss.
Right. Seeing them go into this room, I let out a deep sigh. And then I'm going to slide on over here.
It
Missed.
drew its attention away from the super injured people.
No, you hit.
I hit. Wow.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, sneak attack. Yeah, I think you've been missing out on sneak attacks already, Hannah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Alright. So as you come and... Would you slide? What did you do?
Yeah. I
So
slid.
as you slide over, you bring your blade out as soon as you pass Brewer, and you go through its body as it, like, clangs into the wall, and then you push it back through. Both swipes that you do have the same thing that happened your last swings, where it, like, she kind of opens up her body a little bit, and you don't get the full width of the blade through her. But you do feel, you see her form turn lighter, and then are you attacking with your other short? Yep.
And hoping for a hit.
Hit,
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
Wow, what are y'all doing? Shit!
So as you come through with the other blade, you then come up again with this other blade diagonally across it as it kind of like hits into the wall and like sticks as you pull it out. And when it does, you see her once again open her body and you miss a little bit of her. But she's basically mist form at this point now, as she's still in her bright blue eyes are still staring at Circos.
So just catching up what the brewer's doing during all that shit. So this wench comes over, and I like as soon as she like gets through Tarkin, finish loading my sling, and I see that she's coming right for me, but she goes kind of around me, and I try to fiddle with the machine that you guys didn't see that was before that was making the sparks and the smoke. And I'm like hitting it in my own hand, and then on the corner of the wall that I'm standing next to, I just go boom and hit the side of the wall, and that's about when I do that. That's about when Eli's fucking her up, and then I turn around and try the Shocky Boy again.
Oh, Shocky Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So more sparks.
No, I don't even think it sparks this time because you work so hard on it and you slam it and you go in and it literally shocks, but she opens a gigantic hole. She like senses you coming in, and she opens a big and it just shocks like an empty hole in her stomach.
Okay.
She
Cool.
senses you coming in, and so her hole opens.
Yeah, and then maybe like I shock like the door hinges on this door here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the arc goes between my
Yeah,
palm.
it just goes
and,
Ghostbusters style.
and yeah, fucking move.
So, with where the doors and everything is lining up, she'd still get an opportunity attack if I tried to move away, correct?
I can see you as her, so she'd be able to hit you.
Then I will once again hold out my orb and Sakurai Flamai and Sacred Flame. Mother Fucker. Okay. Okay, cool. That is it, I guess.
So as the flame shoots, she's like in like a misty form. It like concentrates as like you can tell like she's trouble maintaining it, but she solidifies and it shoots right over, and then she breaks off into a mist again. And just the whole time staring at Circos.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
So
Getting
Tarkin
very close.
is gonna turn
Turn
around
again.
at this thing and reach his arm out and say Draka and cast Eldritch Blast.
Hey!
Oh, I thought it was the 2.
I rolled a
Trav, how
one
do you
on
want to
the-
do it? You
Yeah.
rolled a horrible one on the crit, but
So,
you destroyed her. Absolutely
as-
destroyed her.
This thing's looking at Circos. A blast is just gonna go flying through the back of its skull and just take out one of the blue eyes. And does it just dissipate after
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
So after it takes out one of the blue eyes, Circos just sees the other eye just slowly go dim as it dissipates.
When you blow a hole through its eye, Circos, Octavia, Eli, and the brewer, you all just get dust pelted.
Yeah,
She, like,
dust.
as she was like misting, she like was all this dust was swirling around her, and it just shoots at all of you guys, and all that force comes flying through her head.
Dusted.
2 combat encounters made through. Wow, here we are.
I'm
Yikes.
coughing, but dinner is sponsored by Megan Pickles.
Pickles.
Can I run over and pick up the baby and try and soothe
Hey,
it?
go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I mean, after like combat like this, it's usually let's RP heavy it. So,
Okay.
as soon as she dissipates, you run over.
So she disappears completely.
Yep.
There's no like cloth remnants. There's nothing on the floor. Okay.
So you run over to the a crib covered with hanging black shroud. And when you part the shroud, you see a tightly wrapped baby-sized bundle lying in the crib.
Can I see said baby?
You see it's just a big bundle. What are you doing? It's like a Chipotle hog.
Does it sound like the baby's turned away from me?
Yeah, like it seems like it's bundled, and you hear that sound. It's loud.
I'll try and roll the baby to whichever direction the face seems like it is.
Yep. So you roll it, and when you roll it, the hump of the burrito just falls to the ground, and it just becomes cloth, and then the sound stops.
The baby's gone. It just disappeared. The cloth is still there.
Yeah.
Brewer, here's some weird cloth that was around the baby before it disappeared, and I'll throw it in that direction.
Just lands into the dust.
So a quick aside, my move, because everything I had was gonna be shit against that specter, I was gonna try and catapult the baby.
It would have been.
Everything was bad.
We were so determined to just yeet the babies.
Whatever.
Yo, we need to
God.
get a t-shirt.
It was resistant to everything but like 2 things that you guys did.
I'm
so.
guessing radiant.
Radiant
Radiant
and
Force.
Force it wasn't resistant to.
Yeah, but apparently it kept dodging all of my radiant damage.
I figured it was
Yeah.
probably
I think
resistant
you
to
rolled it
necrotic, so
once
I
and
was
you
like, I'm
rolled
not casting
terrible.
Hex.
Like he rolled Force once and it was a 1. And I was like, oh, that sucks. And it did a lot of damage, especially if it wasn't in half.
Beauty.
So as soon as that baby's like cry goes out, it's just eerily quiet again. You just hear the creaks and the creaks and the moans of the house.
What do you mean the baby's gone? It was just crying.
I'm starting to believe that that baby was a trap.
Yes, I think it was a dirty trick.
From the
Just
children?
from the amount of dust, I don't think a baby would have ever been up here. And if any of you thought there was a baby, I'm starting to think that you're not all there in the head.
There were children outside. I don't know.
Are we sure that they're children at this point?
Nobody in their right mind would have 3 babies. It makes no sense at all. 2, that's enough. 3 is outlandish. We do not want to do that.
Well, the baby on the 3rd floor doesn't exist. There's apparently a monster in the basement. Where do we want to go from here? Do we want to go out and see those kids?
Not sure where the right decision is. I'm
There's
just
no.
afraid the more we poke around, the more something else might try to bait us.
There's a weird mirror here. I look at
What's-
myself again in the mirror. See if my face
What is
still
so weird
distorts.
about it?
Does my face still distort, Barry, when I look at myself in it?
Yeah, if you look at your, if you close up look, your face distorts.
Can I see that, like, looking over at him?
From where you are, you just see his reflection.
Okay.
I'm seeing my face
What are you-
distort.
What are you talking about? And he comes up and, like, leans in and looks closely, too.
Yeah, and when you do, your face basically Squidward's. It just it gets big, small.
Oh, this is, yes, this place is cursed. It is terrible.
I'm gonna walk over. Can I inspect where that woman came out from?
Yep. Yeah. So when you look in that area, go ahead and make a investigation or a perception check. So in that area, you notice it's just full of cobwebs. It's not really much to see. It's extra dusty. But as you are looking left and right, you look over to this wardrobe, and on top of it is a picture frame that is empty. But where the emptiness of the picture frame is, it's not dusty. It's just solid, like the back of the wood kind of thing.
I'm gonna reach up to the picture frame as I notice it, and kind of
Yep.
grab it and lift
Yep.
it.
So as you lift it, nothing happens other than you kick some dust up from the top. And when you grab it and you bring it close to you, you notice on the back, the buckles that hold pictures into it are all undone.
All right, I'm gonna flip it around so that the buckles are facing me, and I'm gonna open it up.
Yep. As you open it up, you just notice that nothing's in it. And where the vacant spot where a picture might have used to lay is dust-free.
There's a picture frame here that's strangely free of dust. Does anyone see a picture that may go in it? It looks like the picture has recently been taken out.
If I can, I want to investigate around the crib, like around the mattress, under the crib, see if there's anything that points to what may have happened to the baby, what the baby was.
No, the room is pretty empty, and it's just when you look underneath, you just find spiders, cobwebs. There's just a lot of dust in here to begin with, more than the other room.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a pretty vacant room.
Is this like a dresser of some sort, Barry?
Yeah, it's a wardrobe.
Okay, I want to go over and open it.
Yep. As you open it up, it's empty. There's a couple hangers, but nothing's inside.
when we came here, were the kids waiting outside?
Yeah, they're in the middle of the road when you came in here.
Okay. Can I go out onto this balcony thing?
Yep.
And see if they're still out there?
So as you walk onto the balcony, you're treated, basically you walk in to see that fog-like mist is completely surrounding you. Like it's like a wall, an ominous, like high wall. And when you look down, you don't see anything. You see like the two lanterns that were above, but you don't see anything underneath you.
Okay. Any signs of the kids? Like,
No, I mean it's literally like an empty street below you. And it's like probably like 15 feet, and then that wall of
yeah.
mist is there.
Little kids. Hello? Little kids.
You just hear an echo of your own voice.
Uh,
Just seems to carry.
The kids are gone. And the fog is here. So, you know, we're in a good spot.
Is this a fireplace here?
Yep.
I'm gonna, with the picture frame still in my hand, I'm gonna kind of walk over and like look in the fireplace.
So it's basically when you look down, it's like remnants of ash. Like you can see like one maybe piece of log that's all black and like half crumbled. And then it's just a lot of dust in there. And just spider webs all up on the top.
Okay. And if I like kind of look up a little bit, like up in the chimney, is it just dark and spider webs?
It's just dark ash spider webs. Yep.
Alright, and I'm just gonna start walking over here as well.
Circos, it seems like we may have some time. Are you able to do that thing that you do to detect magic? See what's going on with either the glowing mirror or if there's anything else up here that, you know, could be a baby.
Well, if we have time, if we are not pressed to get out of here, then I can do that, but I am not sure. It seems our friend Eli over here would like to hit the road. Is that true? Is that what you are pressing?
Well, I mean, from the sound of the fog around us, I don't think we can hit the road.
Then I say we can find somewhere if we are. We can maybe find somewhere a little more central to start, and we can go from there. While I am prepping it, maybe somebody can stay with me, and you all can go your ways and explore while I prep this spell.
I think we should at
Unless
least
we all want to just rest while I prepare it.
Brewer's not really paying attention, but is like fiddling with his fucking thing that doesn't work.
Is there end tables here? Because while they're talking, I'm gonna start like looking at the end tables.
Yeah. There's end tables.
Are there any like drawers or anything? I'm mainly looking for a picture at this point on the end tables and bed.
So as you open the end table, you just see like an old brush in there, and a like a Bible to who's the holy, like an old Bible to whatever the holy god is. I was gonna say Jesus, but he doesn't exist.
Jesus, yeah, Jesus Strahd.
Jesus.
Jésus, French.
With that, as I don't find anything there, I'm gonna walk back over here and I'm gonna hold up the picture in the mirror and see if I see anything.
You see the frame.
God damn it. Thought that would work.
Arkin, the inspector.
I would say if we do not plan on going too far, maybe we should rest and I will prepare the spell.
That works for me. Just trying to figure out where this picture is.
Can I go over and sit in the chair that she was sitting in?
Yeah, I forgot there was a chair there, Trav, but it was just like a red chair when you looked over there earlier. But yeah, you sit down in the chair. Has cobwebs on it.
For a ritual spell, how do I actually roll it?
Just don't do the spell slot.
Is it like alt? Is it the alt roll thing?
If you cast it, it should prompt you to consume spell slot, and you can uncheck
And just
it.
don't do
Oh, right.
Yeah.
God, brain fart. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, everything else is just RP.
Yeah, so he'll I guess he'll go sit on the edge of the bed frame, the footboard, and just kind of start casting his spell. And he's just kind of like mumbling to himself and like saying Svelare, Svelare, Svelare over and over again.
While he's doing that, Tarkin will check out this other end table and under the bed.
Yep.
And I would like to open this door when I can.
You open it. Or is anyone, before I go forward with Octavia, is anyone trying to short rest? What are we doing here? Or is everyone else just chilling?
Yeah, I was just sat down. I figured we were taking a short rest.
I won't be short resting because I'm casting that.
How long's a ritual?
I didn't know if that's what...
A short
10
rest
minutes.
is an hour. The ritual.
Yeah, short
takes-
rest. Well, it takes 10 minutes, but like I don't need
He
short
could-
rest.
Yeah, he could also
I might
do it at
walk
the end
a
of his
little
short
bit.
rest if you guys are doing a short rest or whatnot, to not deplete the time.
Yeah, I'll wait until the end, like when you guys are all ready to go, and like when everybody's ready to go, he'll start doing the ritual.
All right.
Yeah.
So
If-
anyone other than Octavia right now, is anyone doing a short rest?
Yeah, if I don't find
Yeah.
anything under the bed and that drawer next to the bed, then I'm short resting.
You would open that drawer and not find anything in it.
If we are taking the hour to short rest, I would short rest before opening this door.
All right. Well, in the future, just
Yeah. I didn't
state
think
your
we-
intentions here.
Yeah, I didn't think
Talk
we
to
were
each other
actually-
as characters.
The brewer pops up his table, so he was up to this point holding as a shield on the back of his like arm, and starts putting together a little concoction that y'all haven't seen before, and starts sipping it as it's boiling. Like it looks like it's boiling, but he's drinking it.
Spicy. What color is it?
Green, like earthy green, like nothing bright.
My friend, you don't wish for that to cool down before you drink it?
He looks at you confused.
Looks awfully hot.
He just drinks the rest of it.
He just shakes his head. Anyone who's taking a short rest, you can take a short rest.
Just trying to RP why the brewer is going to get healed during a short rest. Yeah,
How many ones can I roll?
things can boil without being hot.
Learned that in chemistry class.
Yeah.
Circus didn't.
So mad.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, Brewer just nails his fucking one.
Good soup.
Good soup.
I really have to go pee.
Yeah,
go ahead.
guess just do break right now.
That's fine.
Everyone was seeing a whole jar of pickles. Ugh. Survived so far.
Yeah, I am. So that fucking specter could have been very bad for us. Not as bad as a banshee, but
Good thing I'm here.
Good thing Tarkin Tank is here.
good thing it had terrible rolls for its life drain.
Speak for yourself, I got hit with 13 damage.
You got hit with 6.
13, I just had resistance to reduce it to 6.
Yeah, that's all that matters. You're alive. I love Uncrustables.
Oh. And that cat's cute. It looks like Link. Can't wait to see Link and Yoshi. Yoshi, man.
You don't see Link for like 3 days.
It's okay. Once he comes out, I'm not going to be able to fucking get rid of him.
Barry, it looks like there's a sage advice where Mike Merles answered that you can continue to walk while casting a ritual. But he's not a official person, I think.
Celtics lost, but Aaron Neesmith had 23 points. Ugh. Third floor of a house. Crying baby turned out to be cloth. Attacked by ghosts in armor.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I definitely want to check out the rest of this house because we have no idea what this place is. And if there's anything that we can learn about. Did we know that this place was called Barovia? Was there a sign that said as much, Barry?
You know you're in Barovia. They said it in the
Yeah,
beginning.
we were told by the... Oh wait, I know their names. The... Vistani.
So, if there's anything in here that can help us learn more about this place, I'd like to find it. But so many Underdark related things, and have done nothing with them so far.
What about Underdark?
I want to do an Underdark campaign or series of one-shots or something, and I have like loose ideas for them. And I've bought a bunch of like Underdark roll tables and all sorts of other like maps and shit that I haven't actually done anything with. But someday.
Decided on my backup. Finally.
What about your back?
Decided on my backup.
Oh, guys, you see what I got?
You feeling like a backup right now?
I just saw how fucking quickly my character crumbled.
That's all of our characters so far.
I got the fucking apple cider donut down east.
How is it?
It's a little too sweet for me, but it's good. Just sugary. It's alright, I was afraid I was gonna get fucking hit again by that necrotic touch and it was gonna exceed my maximum.
That's partially why I came into the room.
All the things that made it that it would attack you too. Because it was gonna go straight for Circos.
Yeah.
And then it ended up getting Circos and missing.
It's funny because right before this session I was like looking at my character sheet and like favoriting things that I wanted on my favorite page, and I was like, I'm resistant to, I think, Radiant and Necrotic, and I was like, oh, I need to put that on. I was like, oh wait, that's already on my front page. I need to remember that. That's gonna come up at some point.
Yeah. Especially in Strahd Radiant. I mean Necrotic.
Level 6 I get cold too. Are there any cold damage? You gonna be smacking me with icicles?
Are you gonna survive that long?
Probably not, but...
Will any of us?
Still alive.
There will be a party.
I think as long as we can get to 3, we'll be okay. Provided we can get to 3.
Meg, don't put that juju on us.
Bathroom. We wait for Tommy and his popcorn parade.
Popcorn.
Excuse me.
I have to take a break.
How's class going?
I'm gonna kill myself.
So, good?
Decent. I haven't failed yet.
I mean, that's something.
All that matters, really.
It's true.
It's, falling behind, so I had to have like a one-on-one with my teacher. She's like, well, you can do it, but you need help. Like, okay, you can just call me dumb. It's fine.
Jesus.
Love them teachers, man.
No, us neurodivergents just need a little extra one-on-one.
Or a lot extra in my case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, word.
I officially have a non-verbal learning disability. Whatever
A lot
that
of people
means.
do. A lot of
yeah.
people do.
Welcome to the Learning Disability Club.
Look at my tiny apple.
That's so cute.
Oh my god, that's so tiny.
Ooh.
I got another one.
Eat it in one bite.
Great.
I was gonna say, put the whole thing in your mouth. Thank you.
Shove it in your mouth.
It's so funny watching Dean eat one of these because he's like, cutest thing.
I love that kid.
All right. Sorry, I had to get a refresher on how to scan my dog's app. his glucose app.
Dog
Oh
app.
yeah, I heard about that. How's he doing?
He's fine. I have a popcorn kernel in my fucking throat.
I was gonna say, I'm like, where's your popcorn? Never mind.
So, after an hour goes by, you have like your sleep is just enough, or like just your rest in general. Everything you guys try to do, you're like constantly hear it seems like the aches and groans of the house are louder and louder as you guys are trying to focus on your tasks or napping or whatever. But as you finish, you see Circos close his books, and basically a focus of magic kind of like pours off of him, and anyone with Arcana, so everyone but really Brewer and Halai notice just like the shimmer come off of him, and it like concentrates on his book, and it's basically surrounds the room. And with that, the only magic that you detect, Circos, is on that mirror.
What type
Whatever illusion is.
illusion? Okay. So we do have a magic mirror, and I think that was obvious from looking at it. I don't know if we want to smash the mirror or whatever you prefer.
Maybe.
Did you say that it's illusion magic?
Yes, it's illusion magic.
I wonder if that means that the mirror is an illusion, or if what it shows you is an illusion.
I imagine the mirror, what it is showing you, is the illusion.
Can I touch
As
the
if you-
mirror?
What?
Can I touch the mirror?
No.
Is it solid?
Feels normal.
I was really hoping my hand would just go through it.
No, but your hand, like when you're bringing it close, distorts.
My hand itself distorts, or the image of it?
Image of it.
Okay. After I do that, I'm gonna look over at this bookcase. Is this completely flush with the wall, or is there a gap between it and the wall?
Bookcase?
Wardrobe.
Wardrobe, sorry.
The wardrobe?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if that was a bookcase.
It would be empty. Just like a normal wardrobe that you'd push against the wall. It's not like connected to the wall. There's like
Okay.
a small gap.
No, if this was a hidden door like Scooby-Doo. Well, we got an illusion mirror. I got this photo portrait with no picture in it.
I'm going to investigate the mirror some and just like play around with it. Like as I get closer, is my face warping? Probably hold up some text to it to see if it's doing anything weird to that.
Investigation check. So anything you hold up to it is warping?
No matter the distance.
No,
Certain-
it's always been distances. When you get basically something within like 1 to 2 feet from it, it starts to warp. And you're just doing like books and stuff?
Just a bunch of different things. Probably lighting up my orb, seeing how the light.
When you light up your orb, the orb distorts a little bit, but in the reflection of that light, you notice that on the ground, there is no dust behind the mirror.
So the mirror is showing the room minus the dust?
No, the reflection of the light from your orb.
Mhm.
When you bring it up to the mirror, it's distorting and stuff, but the light also is shining on your orb, right? And when you're looking at the orb distorted, you look to the ground, which is lit up a little bit more from your orb, and you see no dust behind the mirror.
Has anyone tried moving this yet?
No.
And I'll kind of try and give it like a pull or a shake to see if it is like bolted or securely
moves.
attached. I will keep moving it to the best of my abilities.
Yep.
Trying to pull it away from the wall, I guess.
So it takes you a little bit because of you're just smaller and it's a pretty big mirror, but you slide it to the right, and you basically see that no dust on the floor in front of the wall.
I'm gonna look to see if the wall has any sort of opening or anything like that. Kind of knock at it, see if any of it sounds hollow.
Perception check. So you knock on it and you feel it hollow, and you back up and you look at the wall again and you see a tiny little slot basically going up in a door-sized pattern.
Does anyone have a crowbar or anything like that? And I'll look over towards the brewer. Or anything for prying or opening.
With a small knife that I
Or-
could probably slide in there.
I reach in my bag, and pull out a crowbar and put it in, and like hold it in front of Octavia's face.
Thank you. And I will attempt to use the crowbar to open this door thing.
I'm sitting there just watching her, not helping.
Yep. So she like sticks it in and she tries to push with like all of her might, and when she does, it pretty much easily opens and she just slams it against the wall really quickly and like dust falls down and it cranks open.
Oh no. Oh boy, this isn't good.
It's great.
It looks like there's stairs going even further up. I'm sure that this will not end poorly for us. And I will hand the crowbar back towards the brewer.
Take it.
So, who wants to go first?
Darkin walks in.
I will follow behind Tarkin, if you do not mind, because I have my ritual still cast. Perhaps if there is any magic above, we can detect it ahead of time.
Is this the order we're going in? So I'm gonna start walking.
Yeah, probably.
Go ahead,
My
Starkers.
thank you, my dear.
Thank you, my dear. It's very nice.
Very nice, thank you, my wife.
Drew, are you coming?
I have to do this for some reason.
It just ignores you.
Okay, well, we'll be upstairs. If you hear a scream, come help or run away.
I'm fixing my that zappy thing still.
Zappy thing.
Yeah, I'm like preoccupied. I'm like barely following.
Zappy boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Like I bump into Circos's pack when I'm walking the stairs.
And that ritual should follow me. So it's 30
Oh
feet
yeah,
out.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 30 feet out. I don't know why when it does the detect magic spell, it makes you drop it in one spot.
I
Wait,
mean,
yeah,
it follows you?
I
follow you.
for 10 minutes he has it. Yeah.
Oh,
I would say like the looking at the glass thing was like 3 minutes, so he has like
Alright.
7 minutes left of it.
Tell me when.
So as you get to the door, you're like basically like walking through cakes of like dust at this point. What are you doing? You open it up.
Yeah, as I get up to this door, do I hear anything or do I just hear us coming up the stairs?
As eerily quiet as it was before, now that the baby's
Okay.
cries are gone.
In that case, I'm just gonna open the door again, but I'm gonna do it in like a kind of like a quiet way, trying to like stop the door from creaking almost.
Yep. So you do it as quiet as possible, and then it goes.
Fucking old ass house.
As you move the door too, it pushes like just dust from the ground, and it's like at this point, it's like an inch or two of snow, of dust on the ground.
Ooh, gross.
As you walk into basically a bare hall choked with dust and cobwebs.
Alright, I'm gonna walk into the dusty hall.
As you like walk up and you see that window in front of you, that just mist, that wall of mist just stares at you, and it's like this ominous blue, like the moon's like reflecting off of it, and that ominous blue is like pouring into the hallway with the like on you and the dust on the ground.
Alright, I'm gonna continue to walk in. Just stays eerily quiet still. Why are you doing that? I'll look back at my footprints behind me.
Yep.
Do I just see
there.
them?
Yep.
Okay. Just want to make sure it wasn't a weird illusion. This place looks like hasn't been disturbed in years.
Very dusty up here. But this place, it is a piece of shit. It looks terrible.
Fix your microphone, popcorn eater.
This place is a piece of shit. It looks terrible up here.
I mean, it didn't look that great. The rest of the place, aside from the
first floor was untouched.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up towards this door up here.
Yep.
And Circos will follow it, like, before anything. Like, this... Is there any magical aura in the area? Sorry.
Nope.
Alright, Tarkin will open the door.
You go to turn it, and you just hear it, and it just doesn't budge, and you can tell that it's locked.
This one appears to be locked.
Well, I guess, perhaps we try one of the next doors, and if they are all locked, then we try brute force. Or perhaps the sneaky one. Maybe she can take a stab at it.
Sorry, I was being Megan.
No, maybe she's still busy drinking vodka.
So I take a step forward.
I do.
And I fumble around in my pocket for my thieves to unpick the door. Do I have to roll thieves tools? Yeah?
Yeah.
I was trying to read it, but there was a lot going on.
So you go and you set the lockpick in, and you go to twist it, and it breaks.
I just kind of laugh to myself as it breaks in the door.
I will cast light on my orb.
Yep. You're just gonna hold it?
Yeah. Just to give some light around us.
Somehow that made that worse.
Okay.
And I squint as it breaks off into the door again.
I'm gonna walk up to this door up here and see if this one's locked as well, the one to the north.
When you turn the knob, it turns fully.
Alright, I'm gonna slowly creak it open. Try not to creak it again.
Yeah, it creaks even louder than you thought.
This
As
motherfucker
it opens up.
This old ass house.
It's like the when you're trying to sneak from your parents at late at night to get snacks on a school night.
Yeah.
He's
The
there.
sun chips bag.
You open it up to see a web-filled room contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a rocking chair, a wardrobe, and a small iron stove.
I'm gonna take a step into the room.
Yep. This has it's like probably like 2 inches of dust on the ground. So when you step in, it like kind of kicks up a little bit. Spiderwebs just all over the room, just from like exactly how it's put in the picture. It's like stretched out. You see like a couple of spiders just like in the moonlight, just walking up and down it.
I don't want to take up like all the time here, so I'm gonna start searching the room from the left and circling around clockwise.
You're gonna what? What are you gonna do?
My
You're gonna
intention is to
search?
search the room like from this thing like clockwise around the room
Okay.
to the stove.
Yep. So you like walk
however
around.
long that takes.
Yeah, it takes like maybe 2 minutes as you walk around the room, like opening up all the drawers. As you open up all, like you quickly seem to notice that this room is barren. You look in the stove, just ash. And all the cupboards are empty. And you just kind of walking through like cobwebs as you do it, and just getting like spiders on you and stuff like that.
I don't know what other people are doing while I do that.
Zergos is just kind of watching from the hallway, seeing the like 2-inch layer of dust, and just like shaking his head.
I'm gonna try to slowly open this door.
Creaks open. As you peer into a dusty chamber that's packed with old furniture, chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, dress mannequins, all draped in dusty white sheets. Near an iron stone underneath one of the sheets is a wooden trunk.
Where's the wooden trunk? There's a lot of white sheets. Can't see shit.
We'll just say it's this one right here. Oh, it's one of the sheets. I'm gonna say it's this one, Hannah, because it's big.
Which one? That one? Okay.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep,
I don't
the
know what
moonlight.
under what, because I just see
Oh,
a bunch of sheets.
Yeah, so you can see like on that one, like the cloth is like on the top of it, but like the base of the trunk is underneath it. You can see it
Okay.
pretty loud and clear. Okay. I'll just wait and let me go to the other people.
Yeah,
since
you're
you
good.
like open the door and stuff.
I
Alright,
figured.
Circos, Brewer, Octavia, who's going?
I will come in and sort of investigate the room with Tarkin. So I don't know how much he was searching and
So
investigating.
you would walk in and legit see all of the drawers open and the stove open, and you would see him over by the bed, like with his hand already opened. He already opened up this drawer and he's looking in, and he has spider webs just like wrapped around him.
Spiders.
And like when you walk in, like dust is like circling the room as he's walking through and kicking it all up.
And everything's empty.
Yep.
Okay. I will kind of poke. Is there like ash or anything in the stove?
Maybe a little bit on the bottom. It's mostly soot though. It's like all
Okay.
just black and
But
it's gross in there.
not thick or deep enough to really like need to dig through.
No.
Then I will look under the bed just to see if there's anything under there.
There's maybe like an inch of dust underneath and just tons of spider webs.
Okay. Okay.
Brewer, Circos.
Yeah, can I listen? Can this building is like, aside from random door creaking and like maybe wood creaking as we're walking around, is completely silent.
Yes. Yes, other than the creaking of the house. Like the noise that you're hearing is like for the audio, if you have your audio on, is legit like how I imagine the sounds of the house. It's just vacancy, like vacant quiet, other than like the stirring, like an old house like bends in the wind kind of thing. Like you just hear tinkering and like the wood moving, but other than that, it's eerily silent.
I'm gonna walk up and try and use my thieves' tools on this door.
Okay. You feel like you get good leverage, and the lockpick breaks.
I pull it out.
Try it again. See if yours are built different.
You're not in the same room over there.
I pull it out and look at the broken thing, just
Yep.
confused, and put it back in my pocket.
Circos, anything?
He'll keep following into this room and kind of kicking up the dust and brushing it off as it kicks up, and follow Eli in here.
Yep. So when you walk in, you see her like just like on one knee inspecting this. Go ahead, Eli.
I'm just gonna pull the white sheet from the chest and
Yep.
cough as I get covered in dust.
Yep. And basically underneath you see a wooden trunk, and on it you see like where a lock would usually go. There is no lock, and it's
okay,
just.
yeah, that was my question. If there's. All right, I'm gonna flip up the hatch and slowly lift the chest.
Yep. So as you slowly open the chest, it creaks, and then just goes and slams open. It was like, and it's decently heavy. You have to use the two hands. And when you look inside of it, you see that there is the skeletal remains of what seems to be like a woman, and it's wrapped in a tattered bed sheet that's just stained, like it's almost crimson with dark, dry blood. And then as you like look down upon it, underneath the remains, you see a small painted picture. Yeah, there you go. So it's just inside of that is a wrapped skeleton and a painted picture underneath. Like you can see she's like leaned over, and you can see the painted like the picture like near her hand on the bottom of the.
And so
chest.
far, Circos hasn't gotten any readings up here.
Nope.
Does that detect through walls?
I'd always imagine it too. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else, Anna?
Can I pick up the picture, or do you want me to
Yeah,
wait?
I'll let that go
Okay.
as a free interaction. So you pick up the picture, and basically with the picture, you see a small painted portrait, although less elegant and refined than the portraits of the family members, still showcase the woman in her beauty. The woman's long auburn hair cascades well below the shoulders of a very youthful woman. A pair of blue eyes look downward, and her thick, full lips parted as if about to speak. Her expression is meek and mostly unreadable, yet her overall demeanor is one of sadness. And I'm about to send an image. Hold on. On the corner of the image, you see "I love you, always and forever," and then it has a GD initialed onto it.
God damn.
GD.
All right, who's next? I think Tarkin. You have anything?
I've finished clearing the room, I assume now, and I'm covered in spiders. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna just start catching up to people over here.
You're finally Spider-Man. You did it.
I know. I had to quickly Google if there's like a spider class in D&D, and there isn't, but there is a homebrew.
Oh my god.
I mean, you could
so as
probably spiders with
As
the,
you're like wiping yourself off and you walk into the room, you see Circos like leaning over, trying to look down as you see Eli holding a picture.
Find anything interesting? I found shit in the other room. As I'm like pulling off a spider web and just dropping it on the ground.
Found a picture. Could very well fit in that frame that you have.
Ooh.
And I turn it around. And it has a message on the back.
I've already started to pull out the frame and like unlock it. Shall we see if it fits?
So you have the picture frame, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yep. So when you walk over and like hand it out to her, she slides it in and fits perfectly.
Alright, I'm gonna close it and lock the picture frame and like just turn it around and look at it. Does it all just stay the same like a normal ass picture frame?
Yep.
Right. It seems to fit perfectly. Maybe I'll have to put it back on the wardrobe downstairs. What
Well,
could have brought
like I said,
here?
it does have a message on the back of it.
What was the message?
It said, "I love you, blazing forever," and then I had the initials GD.
Perhaps the man of the house was fucking the maid.
Perhaps. What was those children? What was the children's last names? Did we get their last names? Rose and Thorn.
Just their first.
Just their first names. That's all I.
Rose and Thorn and Walter.
Could be their parents, maybe.
Well,
I mean,
guess,
didn't we find out that this was the Durst family house?
well, I guess it's good information to hold on to.
She didn't look like the wife in the pictures, that's for sure.
Brewer and Octavia in front of the locked door. What's going on?
Does the door look like it opens in or out?
Out. I mean, inward, like away from you.
Okay. Are there hinges that I can see?
No, because it's on the inside.
Is there a keyhole I can look through? Or a crack at the bottom that I can look under?
You could look under a crack.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay. Perception check.
And I'll put my orb on the ground to try and shed some light under it.
Okay. Through the caked cloud of like the dust when you look under, you're not able to get much, but you are able to get like bedposts on each side of the room, and the wall is more childish in nature. Like just the colors that you get are more of like a kid's room. But that's all you can see, even with because it's so caked in dust in there.
I will head down towards this door until whenever I can do more.
Okay. Brewer.
Where Octavia walks away, I'll ask her if that worked. That work?
I mean, sort of. It looked like maybe a kid's room of some sort. Although, I don't understand why, with everything we've seen up here, it seems like a weird place to hide behind a mirror.
Why is this one locked?
I mean, it seems... It looked like at least the colors looked more like a child's room, so maybe they had a kid locked away up here. Because this place seems to be terrible and awful with everything everywhere.
Can I use my crowbar to try and open the door, seeing as how my lockpicking didn't work?
Yeah, you can give yourself advantage on a strength.
Strength. Oh, no.
Yep. What do you think it was gonna be? Dexterity? You're trying
No,
to
I don't know.
crowbar a door.
I didn't think about it.
I didn't think.
Can I use sleight of hand? Where's strength?
Can I trick
It's
this door into
performance
opening?
check.
Hey!
With a -1.
You're not gonna like this. The door doesn't budge.
Or doesn't budge.
No.
Does like a chunk come out of the door, like the crowbar worked?
The crowbar worked, yeah. It kind of like you feel like the door warp a little bit, like it like moves, but
All right, I just look at Octavian and say there's always secrets behind locked doors. That's
Yep.
for sure.
This is when the brewer decides to actually try and talk to me like a normal person.
Well, yeah, I mean that was kind of like muttering to myself, but like you heard it. Like I'm clearly transfixed by the fact that this door is locked and none of the other ones were.
Oh, for
Like,
sure, I am
that
too,
seems-
but I can't do anything about it, so I'm moving on.
As an urchin of Waterdeep, this would be particularly confusing, I guess, or like noteworthy. I'm gonna keep working on this door.
As I hear commotion and stuff like that out by the door, because I assume Brewer isn't the most quiet as he's yanking on it.
yeah, I was gonna say with you guys, all three, what are you guys doing in here? Because you would hear like a, and then just like a slam of his crowbar like hitting the wall.
Yeah, as I hear it, I'm gonna come back out to see Brewer just yanking on a crowbar and the door warping. And I'm gonna walk up to him. Perhaps you'd like a little bit of help with this?
Yeah, I mean I've already failed. And the crowbar's like on the ground next to my feet.
Let me see if I can.
I'm muttering to myself.
Let me see if I can give it a shot, and I'm gonna grab onto the crowbar and jam it in the door. Perhaps you would want to pull with me, Brewer, or you, Eli? As he sees Eli.
Triple advantage.
I step out of the way.
All right, roll advantage.
What was it? Strength check.
Yeah, with advantage or athletics could be either. You have a proficiency.
Oh, athletics.
Usually it's the same unless you're proficient.
Still -1.
So he tries, and Brewer, you do notice that his try is much more weak compared to yours, as the door doesn't warp at all and the crowbar doesn't slam or anything. He just kind of gets tired and just like stops doing
Eli
it.
was helping too, so it wasn't just me. Brewer's just as strong as two people.
Yeah, both of you are just like you both couldn't get good grips either, because it's hard to hold a crowbar with two people.
What's the deal with thieves' tools? Like,
What's the deal with airline food?
Is my lockpick actually broken?
I mean, you have multiple lockpicks in thieves' tools, but I don't know. I haven't really looked into that yet, so right now I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
This thing's
And I
jammed
broke
tight.
2 if you feel any better.
Yeah, your roll was better than both of Hannah's.
Circos, anything?
No, sorry.
That's okay. Octavia. I just knew. I know Octavia's down here, so.
Yeah, there we go. Oh boy. What am I seeing?
Alright, so you open the door to this room, and you walk into a dust-choked room that contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a small iron stove, a writing desk with a stool, a wardrobe, and a rocking chair. A smiling doll in a lacy yellow dress sits on the northern window box, cobwebs draping it like a wedding veil.
Feel?
And it veil. Be something other than a character. Deal with all the shit I have to deal with. Shut up.
I love you, but wedding veal sounds delicious.
Hope I have some
I'm
veal at
sorry,
my
I
wedding.
requested the fish, not the veal. I am going to check out the. Well, first I'm going to yell back. We got a creepy ass doll down here, and then I am going to start looking through the desk.
Yeah, so when you're looking through the desk, it literally just has like pen, parchment with nothing on it, and like an ink jar. That's it.
Does the parchment look like it has any indentation that I can sprinkle dust or dirt or something into to,
Nope, just like everything, it's caked in dust, and when you wipe it off, it's just blank parchment.
Cool. Well, I will take the parchment anyway.
Okay. 3 pieces of parchment.
Okay. Same with the ink, if it looks usable still.
Yep. Just make your ink a second one. I'll have the ink just stay. I don't imagine ink's pretty long lasting. I don't know the deal with ink.
Yeah. And then I will go and check the bedside table.
Yep. You open it up to find nothing inside the knights.
What are the things on top? Is there anything?
No. I mean, that's just I don't have anything for that.
Then the wood stove and the wardrobe.
Empty.
Both.
Yep. Similar to the other room that Tarkin looked through.
I am going to look at the doll but not touch it.
Okay.
Is there anything I can discern from it, like looking around it? Everything else, is it as dusty as everything else? Does it look similar to the doll that Rose or Thorn or whichever?
It does not look like the doll Thorn had. I would say it's like Annabelle looking in nature. Like, I don't know, the horror movie Annabelle. Just like that kind of doll, porcelain doll, and it's smiling, and its eyes are like one's half open and the other one's open, and then it just has cobwebs coming from the top of it, just pouring down it onto its like its legs, and you just see like 2 red spiders just like walking around it and crawling up of it.
How is one eye open and not? Like, are they lids?
Just like it has, like they have lids, and like one of it's half open, and the other one's. We've all seen Chucky and Annabelle.
I wasn't sure if those existed in here.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, it's real.
And it looks like it's just sitting on the windowsill, not on.
Sitting there smiling at you.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch it yet, but I'm gonna just hang out by it until other people take some turns.
Yep. All right, what are you guys doing up here when you guys are around this door?
Can I go?
Yeah, any of you guys can go.
Yeah, I'm basically like plastered to this door, like trying all my tricks to try and get it open. I've got a magical.
You spent enough time with this. Can you give me investigation with advantage? So as you're have your tools out and you've been investigating this and you've like messed with the lock and you've messed with like the crowbar, as you're like looking over it and trying to prepare for it, you notice, especially you specifically, with how you work on things and how you like work on like mechanical crap, you notice that the lock specifically, the lock is a keyhole. You can't see through it, but it's different than anything you've seen before, and you can tell that it has a specific key that needs to open it, not just like, it's not like a normal keyhole.
It needs a specific key.
Yep.
There's
And it's unlike anything you've seen. Like, it's not like, but you can tell that like the pattern for the door, like the knob or like the latch, is like different than you've seen, but it's a specific pattern, and you would know that, like, especially you working on shit like that, you would know that a specific key needs to open it.
Am I able to copy the shape of the key?
No, because as you look inside, you can tell that it changes enough where you can't tell what it becomes at the end, like the tail end of it.
I see. Okay.
Like you legit can't see through it. That's how diverse the pattern is as
Yeah.
it goes through the lock.
Yeah. Okay. What are you doing? I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna try with my thieves tools again. Yeah, I'm like like this is more experimentation than anything. I'm just continuing to prod at it. I'm just gonna see what happens.
Hey, Sarkos, do you still have your magic thingy going?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, no, that would have ended.
Okay.
Yeah, you would just break another lockpick.
Yeah. So I stand up, kind of facing it. Not really frustrated, just like blankly go. There's a key somewhere.
Well, it wasn't in either of these two rooms we've searched so far. Maybe the room to the south?
Just staring at the door, trying to like do the math, like equations going by my face.
If we don't find anything up here, we did just walk through first 2 levels as well.
It's true. There's a
I mean,
lot more
really,
house.
I just say we take it one by one and try to find this key. This room seems important.
Well, suppose we should go follow Octavia down here, and Tarkin's gonna start walking in this direction.
Yeah, everyone. If that's where you're going, everyone can move normally. As they walk in, what are you doing, Octavia?
I was backing up away from the doll. So
As you like accidentally, you just back up, staring at it, just run into the nightstand or the bed.
Search this room. Pretty empty like the other one, but there is that creepy window doll. I didn't touch it because it is probably full of murder and hate.
I don't mess with dolls, to be quite honest. I'm gonna walk over here.
Not a big doll guy.
I hate dolls. Although I do want to see that doll bar that Hannah has in Arizona.
Oh,
Oh, panties?
That sounds creepy as
Hanny's.
fuck.
Hanny's is the goat. All right, what are you doing?
wrong with-
A lie. Oh, no, wait.
Sorry, what is wrong with the doll? It's just a fucking doll.
Yeah, they're creepy. I don't like them.
Ugh, it's
You are
Inanimate.
Go look
You
at the
are
doll,
more
see if
than
it has a
welcome to
key
pick
around
the
its
doll
neck or
yourself.
something.
As the lie gets closer to the doll, I'm going to step back into the doorway.
What are you doing, a lie?
I'm just gonna walk up to it and kind of like lean
Goes
down to
behind
its
you.
level. Yeah. And
Yeah.
kind of like look around it and investigate it first before I touch it.
Yeah, I mean, as when you like walk up to it, like it's kind of feels like it's like staring directly at you. But when
Any
you lean
creepy doll?
down, it kind of circles. It looks like it's staring at you at that point.
Mhm.
And you just see that half eye and the open eye, and you just see the cobwebs, and you just see spiders. Like when you're looking at it, not only do you see the 2 like red spiders that are on the web that are like just like coming down from its head to its legs, but you see like a black spider, like a little bit bigger, crawling down its neck and like onto the yellow dress. And then behind you, you just see that ominous mist just stacked up like a wall. As you look down, as you can kind of see the balcony below you.
And I turn back and I look to Circos. Are you afraid of dolls?
I would not say so. It's just a fucking doll.
Can I pick it up by its leg?
Yeah. So as you like reach your hand to pick it up, it leans forward at you, but it's just, but just when you go, it like and grab its leg, it like leans forward and you pull it and it like swipes back, and you hold it upside down, and that cobweb just falls to the ground, and you see a bunch of the spiders fall and crawl by, and it just like hangs in your hand.
As it's hanging, I'm just gonna face it towards Octavia and just dangle it around as I'm laughing.
Scary doll.
As long as you're feeling okay, I'm not worried about dolls specifically. But we had a baby that just kind of turned into dust. We had some creepy phantom woman come out of a chair. So, excuse me if I don't want to just go grabbing every creepy fucking thing in this godforsaken house and town, city, location.
And I sit it back up into its sitting position on the windowsill.
Make sure you make sure her dress looks appropriate.
Okay.
Why don't
When
we
you had
try
it
and-
upside down, both of its eyes are wide open now.
I sit it down and I like fluff up its dress and cross its arms and sit it like it was never harmed.
Oh, let's bring it downstairs and put it in the crib.
Why don't you carry it down then?
Well, you just got it all settled, so I don't want to
So
It's
doll-
get the
settled.
dress all.
There's nothing wrong with this fucking doll. Why do you not just grab it? You have this great idea, just fucking do it.
It's not that great of an idea.
Does the doll have a key around it or anything? Maybe its head pops out and there's a key in there. Picture anything?
From the looks of it, I don't think a key is gonna fit inside of her head, but you know, good thinking.
Could be a little compartment and the head pops out right down the neck, right into the sternum.
Big strong man, afraid of dolls. Why do you not just come over here and pop the head off yourself?
I'm not strong. I'd say I'm very average in strength.
You are stronger than I, so
Told you,
please.
I don't like dolls.
Up
I'm sure it's
to you.
fine. It's just a creepy doll and I would prefer not touching
As
it.
Thurkos is saying everything, I'm behind him, like nodding to everything he says.
I like this Tarkin afraid of dolls bit. It's my favorite.
I hate dolls. Well,
I got to experience it many times with Keenan.
Yeah. Work.
guess the doll
Alright.
is fine then, and Tarkin's gonna start walking out of the room.
Ugh, maybe there is a key in the doll. What a fucking idiot. This is what he's kind of muttering to a lie.
When they walk out, Brewer, what are you doing over there at that door?
Chuckles to yourself.
I'm still staring at the door.
Just with your tools out in front of you, just kneel down, staring
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, like in my
You're like-
hands, like in my hands, but down by my side, I'm just staring at the door. And
You're just
trying
like
to figure it out.
you're like Indiana Jones.
Uh,
Yeah, really bad Indiana Jones.
Drew, if you don't mind, I wanna try something.
Doesn't respond to you.
I'm going to get back down on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out one of the pieces of parchment that I got from the other room, and
Yeah.
cast light on it, and slide it under the door, so that the light is further into the room and hopefully lighting up more of the room.
So when you push it under, oop. When you push it under, it slides under, but the light is muffled, and you're unable to see.
Okay, so I can't really see into the room at all.
No, you see like if you look down and looked, you would just see like the lightness like in like that block of dust that's underneath, and you'd see above the same things that you saw before.
Can I see into the room enough to cast Unseen Servant inside?
No.
I slowly walk to the backside of Tarkin, and I like jump to put my hands on his shoulder to see if he's gonna react.
Can you have her do a stealth check?
Yeah, a stealth check. Trev, what's your passive?
I don't remember how
Perception?
to calculate passive perception.
It's right, 11, so it works. Trav, can you do a wisdom save? That's what we'll use, I guess. See if you get startled.
Yeah, so what are you doing to me?
So, as Circo said that funny thing to me, and now I just know you as afraid of dolls. I just think that you're just a scaredy pants. So I quickly, like, get low and stealth behind you and put my hands on your shoulder, like, quick to, like, jolt you.
I'm just gonna go like, and as I go like, I'm gonna like rip a dagger out and like turn around and face you.
Hearing Tarkin make a sudden sound, Octavia also jumps.
I laugh and I go, "It's me, the doll!"
Shut up.
Urkos is just kind of leaning in the doorway and just laughing, holding his chest.
Sorry that
This
I don't like
fucking guy.
dolls.
Is the
Sorry, Tarkin. It was a invitation that I couldn't pass up.
Brewer.
the room that we were in before? If you zoom out, this is clearly a bedroom, right?
Which one?
The one downstairs.
Downstairs.
Oh, downstairs.
Yeah, that was a bedroom. Yeah.
Did anyone like examine like?
That
I
room
looked-
was pretty
I
thoroughly
looked
checked,
through
yeah.
a good amount of the room.
I think total you've been in like, not counting this floor, like 2 rooms. You haven't been in many rooms.
Not including this floor.
Yeah, we've pretty
Not
much
including the
sprinted
floor
straight
you're
up
in now, which
stairs.
you've checked every room but that room. Every other floor, you've only been in these 2 rooms. The other 2 floors, I don't think you went into a room. I think
No.
you just went into like the foyers of all of them. So
I
you
look
haven't
over-
really examined much of the house. If
I
that's
look
what
over to-
if that's what you're saying, then if that's what you're trying to recollect, then no. You've only, other than this floor, you've only examined 2 rooms and they were attached to each other.
Okay, the brewer's gonna walk downstairs.
Okay.
Okay, so I was just
What?
gonna say we should go check downstairs.
Just like turn
That's where I
and
was
like
starting to head.
coldly, just yeah.
Does anyone else think that it's strange that this whole area was hidden behind a hidden door and illusion mirror? And there's
And there's a locked door, so there's something that somebody's hiding.
Yeah, so we're trying to find out what's behind that locked door.
yeah.
We need a key. Or we can parkour out one of these windows. So, Lai, you feeling pretty spry? Maybe there's a window into that room. You can hop out on that other window and swing yourself in.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Tie some rope to you. Put it around the leg of the bed. Just swing on out there.
That's gonna hold me. Pretty rickety.
Well, I'm sure big strong man Circos over here can hold you.
I never
rather have
made
him.
any claims that I was strong.
Than someone afraid of dolls. I say we travel on foot. Let's go clear this floor below us and go from there.
Also remember the children said there was a monster in the basement, so at least we know there's a basement too.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe they were talking about that banshee thing.
I'm gonna walk over to these doors, Barry.
You'd see a balcony.
The doors are glass.
Hmm?
The doors are glass.
Glass. Yep.
Is there any like furniture or?
No, just where you are looking through the glass windows, you would see basically like that thick mist. Just like a wall standing outside the balcony and just like the moonlight shining off of it, but you can't really see past it vertically. It's like you see the balcony, you see space, and then you see a thick wall of mist, the same mist that was following you ever since you guys gotten into Barovia.
Okay. Is this a fireplace?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk over to the fireplace. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, but well, someone looked earlier, but you didn't know, you would look and see like soot and like just like a log that's like half just ash, like just black, and then just spider webs, and it doesn't look like it's been used in a long, long time. Harkin, since you're next one.
Yeah, I was gonna put the picture frame with the picture in it back on the wardrobe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
just
you
set
do.
it there.
When you do, nothing happens.
Okay. And then I'm gonna start following out this way.
Okay. What is the three of you guys doing?
I'm gonna open this door.
Okay. You open it to dusty shelves line the walls of this room. A few of the shelves have folded sheets, blankets, and old bars of soap on them. A cobweb-covered broom leans against the far wall, and it has cobwebs all over it as well.
Okay.
Decked out in cobwebs.
I will take some of the soap and sheets.
Okay.
Uh,
Just put soap and sheets and put 2 pounds in your inventory.
and then I will come pick up the broom.
Yep. So when you grab the broom, it starts to move, and we're in combat.
Oh, I don't even know where she is. Broom of animated attack.
Nice.
Attack broom!
What's worse, Fantasia?
I was about to say Fantasia.
I am calling surprise on it. So
Yep.
Octavia, your turn will be mute on this first one. So it will be Brewer to start. Trying to think how much. I would say since it's surprise, everyone would basically notice the broom move. And you just hear the commotion of them. But I mean, it's up to you if you fully hear them, Brewer. but
Oh,
it's your turn.
shit!
Yeah, maybe I just hear some commotion, and like I just happen to be bored of examining this room anyway, so I'm just gonna come. 25 feet, 20 feet. This thing? What's that?
That's what we killed.
Yeah, that's the dead armor.
Oh,
Animated.
sorry. Literally, my goggles are fucking me up. Okay. I'm gonna come up here and see what the commotion's about. I can't see anything.
Yeah, you just see like the back of Octavia.
I do see everyone's like surprised like faces or whatever, and as I'm walking up, I start loading my wrist sling, which I fixed to be a sling berry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ally.
So I walk in here and I look at the broom. Izima. And I put my hand out towards the broom. And I'm gonna go for its mind. And then that's it.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
Sorry. Is construct a creature? Is it?
Yeah, a construct's a creature.
Oh, okay.
My goggles are upside down. That's why they mess me up so much.
Yes, that must be it.
Okay.
They were literally upside down.
So as she like walks up and raises her hand, nothing happens, and I need you to make a Dexterity check.
Check or save.
It says check, so check. Okay. So it tries to wiggle out of your hands and fails, and then tries to swing. And when it does, I will let you. What do you have?
If I can just swing it around me so it's between me and a lie, that would be what I try and do.
Okay, then I'll let you do that with the one it rolled. So it basically is wiggling, trying to wiggle out of your hands, and you spin it around. Circos.
He's just kind of like staring in the room at the commotion, and it's just like, a fucking broom? And just expands his hand forward and goes, Flamma! And just shoots a firebolt.
Wouldn't it be this?
Yes. I just couldn't. Yeah, it depends on where I pivot from, but
No, I'd let you like fully turn around and like hold it out. Can you roll damage? That hits.
Yep.
Okay. So you do, and it like scorches like the corner where like the straw is, and burns a big chunk out of it.
Got him. And he's just kind of like unimpressed at the situation and kind of keeps walking forward.
Tarkin.
So Tarkin just sees a lot of commotion, so he walks forward. And what's going on right now is Octavia has the broom in her hand.
Octavia is holding a broom. Since you couldn't see at first, like she's just holding it forward and it's on fire.
I look like I'm aggressively sweeping.
Well, I saw a firebolt go that way before, so I'm gonna just reach up with my hand and say a core and cast Eldritch Blast. Nice.
Oh no. Make a dex save with advantage because you spun around.
Oop.
There you go. Oh, yeah, advantage. I gave you advantage, right?
Yep, yeah. You
just did disadvantage.
Yep.
So that bolt looks like it's gonna come straight at you as he misses, and you duck underneath, and you just hold it up like this, and it just slams against the wall, just leaving a big imprint into the wall. All right, your turn.
Let's see. Am I still holding on to it?
You are. Yes.
When I was holding on to it, did it seem like that had any impact on it being able to attack me?
It can still attack you.
Okay.
Because it like try to swing at you while you're holding it.
Okay. Then
but I would say that you holding it, you have advantage on it. And if it's a ranged attack, it's even.
It is. I'm just gonna try and cast Sacred Flame on it, so I'll kind of let go with one hand so that I can say "Sakurai Flamma" and cast Sacred Flame.
I did your damage again. I'll count yours. We both roll the same thing.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just that's what it is, but because we both
we're just so on it. 16.
Did you say 16?
No, I don't know what I'm trying.
Okay. I was like, holy shit, I like that.
No, 6. 7. Okay. So you do a lot of damage to it. When you do that, like most of that bottom of the straw, I'm guessing you like hold it up and like kind of just like instead of like shooting it, you just burn it with the orb lights on fire and burns the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Brewer.
I walk by this. Yeah. So similarly, sorry, I'm just checking something to see if I can. Yeah, never mind. I just come around the corner and just huck another. I'll use my bracer to fire another. We'll call it a pellet. And you hear a little chink, and it goes in between everyone.
Yep.
This cool.
So it just misses.
Yeah, and it like hits into the corner over by Tavia.
Ricochets. Ting, 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 ting.
Yeah.
Fly.
Did you just say phi?
No, I said a lie.
Oh,
Your names are too
sorry.
similar.
It's playing off my headset, and it sounded like you said phi, and I was like, swing and a miss.
I mess up a lot of things while I DM, but I never really mess up names. I usually can get names down pretty good.
I'm just gonna step forward and just. Yeah.
You still holding it, right? Dex save.
Would she'd have advantage, wouldn't she?
She wouldn't have advantage. She would have whatchamacallit?
Sneak
If
attack.
she hit. Sneak attack if she hit.
But from flanking. Or
Oh,
are
I'm
we
not doing flanking. No.
Okay.
Dex save. With advantage. Because I'll still give you that crit save thing.
Oop, I did it backwards again.
Yeah. You're good. Your short sword? Hannah? Hey!
Okay,
The
you know what?
offhand.
I'm starting to think Ally might not be dominant in the hand that she thinks she is.
Don't worry about it.
Offhand
Roll your
crit
damage, Hannah. So it's gonna be say. I mean,
Sorry,
it's
me and my
enough.
Uncle Ben's.
Would be what?
But how do you want to do it?
I just take it
You
and go
just got
straight
enough
down
with
and
that crit.
chops it right in half, splits it down the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it just falls to the ground out of her hands.
And I start laughing. Maybe you shouldn't be afraid of dolls. Maybe you should be afraid of brooms.
Apparently. Who knew the creepy fucking doll, totally fine and harmless. But the cobwebby broom is the one that would try and kill me. So everything in this place is just opposite. Cool. Love Barovia. Definitely would come back again.
Circos, where did you walk off to?
Just right up by the armor.
No, I'm just saying continue your motion as you walk. Where are
Oh.
you going?
Oh, he'll keep walking up towards the end of the hall.
Yeah, you doing anything at the door?
Hmm.
So when you get up there, it's a double doors, basically.
Ooh, fancy. Yeah, he'll pop open the doors.
Okay.
Or
So
try.
so as you walk up to these double doors, the double doors to this room have dusty panes of stained glass set into them. And then you can tell that the designs of the glass resemble the windmills that you've seen around the house, specifically on the first floor, as you basically open one and the other one like kind of opens ajar with it. So you notice a dusty cobweb-filled master bedroom has burgundy drapes covering the windows. Furnishings include a 4-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils. A matching pair of empty wardrobes, a vanity with a wood-framed mirror, and a jewelry box. A padded chair. A rotting tiger skin rug lies on the floor in front of the fireplace, which has dust-covered portrait of the couple hanging above it. A web-filled parlor in the southwest corner contains a table and 2 chairs. Resting on the dusty tablecloth is an empty porcelain bowl and a matching jug.
And I noticed all of that.
Yep. Yeah, there's no perception or anything.
Where
I'm imagining like you walking in once and like just.
Oh
walking,
yeah.
examining the
Just
room.
scanning the room.
We get too attached to the map. Like just like
Yeah.
Try to think off of your token. Yeah.
So he kind of looks in and kind of scanning the room, and like, I guess the jewelry box would have caught his eye. So
So you would walk
probably,
in when you're looking at it, you'd see the vanity right here.
Yeah, so he'll approach that, and I guess he'll sit down at the vanity.
Yeah, so you'd sit down at the vanity, and it's just covered in cobwebs, and you just see like a dusty mirror in front of you with like a slight reflection. Yeah, go ahead.
And if he leans into the mirror, does it act like the previous mirror, the illusion?
No, you just get more of like you just see the dust. Brewer and Tarkin, as you guys are outside of the door, what are you guys doing?
Gonna walk up here. I'm just gonna follow where Circus went as far as I can.
I'm gonna start walking that direction, but I'm just gonna look down in this room. Anything of interest in here, or is it just brooms that are attacking?
If you're asking me, there's some sheets, there's still some more soap, but then I got to the broom, so I haven't fully looked around everything.
Looks like it just may be storage. I think I'm just gonna push on ahead after Circos.
I noticed that this door's not open yet.
Yep.
I'm just gonna push on.
Brewer, like, what do you guys, as you guys walk up and see the brewer looking back at the door?
Do I see Circos from where I am right now? Just sitting at a vanity?
Yeah, you would see him just sitting, like, his hand up on his chin, just looking at this mirror.
Enjoying the view in there?
I am always enjoying the view, my friend.
Anything of interest?
Well, if you look behind me, there's this rotten rug. It looks delightful. The rest of the room looks like shit. Feel free to look around.
And I'm just gonna keep walking up into the room.
I walk up to Circos. Too bad you didn't have any hair to style.
Yes, it is too bad. If you
This
would
is like
like,
the perfect place to give you a new do.
Good shit.
maybe the brewer can do something with your hair. I'm sure he has some gadgets that he could cut it with.
I'm afraid he would cut it off.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion in my hair, and I'm gonna make, like, just a long mane coming off of Circos's hair right now. Just like some long, whatever. What's your, like, beard color? I'm gonna try to mimic your beard color as your hair.
Like a dark beard.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna make, like, a dark, long mane coming off your head and just, like, running down your back with Minor Illusion.
And he's not, like, bald. He has,
buds.
Yeah.
So I'm just
I
gonna
start
extend
laughing,
that down.
and I grab a dusty brush off the vanity and pretend to comb
Wait,
it.
Trav, can you roll just performance just to see how nice the hair looks?
Yeah.
Like, is it shaggy or does he look like Fabio? He like looks like Fabio. He's got like that long Fabio hair. Allah just brushes it.
My friend, this trick, it is beautiful. You have cast it before. It is fantastic.
I think
And
you
he
should
starts
throw it out,
running
Circos.
his fingers through his illusory hair.
Brewer, You opening the door?
Can I listen to see if I hear anything behind it?
Yeah. Passively, you would hear nothing.
Okay. Passive. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, your passive perception. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and open it.
Yep. It opens. This one just and you just notice that it's very dark in here, but as you walk in, you're able to see a wooden tub with clawed feet, a small iron stove with a kettle resting on top of it, and a barrel under a spigot in the east wall. A cistern on the roof used to collect rainwater. You can see like drips, like still like every like 5 minutes there's like a little drip.
Can I get the pot?
Yep. What, the kettle? You're grabbing the kettle?
Yep.
Okay. Just put 5 pounds for it if you're gonna put it in your inventory. Octavia?
Was there anything else in here, either like under or in between the sheets, or that I hadn't gotten to yet?
Nope. You walk through and it's just sheets. It's what looks like to be a storage room.
Then I will come up here to start to join. Oh boy, that's a big room. I will go into the big room. And
So you'd walk in to see Alive combing Circos's make-believe hair as Tarkin's like leaning against the wall just laughing.
can I tell it's an illusion?
Wisdom saving throw. Yes, you can tell it's illusion.
Well, that is some lovely hair. I almost thought it was real and was almost completely done with this place, because if it starts sprouting hair, oh boy. And with that, I'll sort of open this door.
Reality is whatever you make it out to be, my friend. It's not just what is in front of you, it's what you believe.
So when you walk up to this door, the door itself has a full-length mirror on it, just mounted on it. And when you open it up, you do notice that nothing changes on your face when you're close to it. But you open it up to see basically an empty, dust-choked closet.
Does it look like there's anything up? Is like normal height ceiling and everything?
No, passively you notice a dusty, choked closet.
Okay. Then whenever I'm able, I'll move on to this door.
Circos?
I guess he'll start rifling through the jewelry box on the vanity.
So the jewelry box. So the jewelry box on the vanity is made of silver with gold filigree. It contains 3 gold rings and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant.
Ooh, topaz, baby! Alright, what was it? 3 gold rings?
Yeah, hold on one sec. I can probably get these.
Love it, Trav.
As I see
Nice,
Circus
Travis.
fumbling through the jewelry box, I lean forward. Those would be a great addition to your fingers.
I don't know if there is enough real estate on my fingers.
And he passes one of the gold rings to Eli.
Looks good. Right on this finger.
After getting a good laugh at the hair and stuff,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
guys
really...
can go ahead and do. I'm just gonna make these items for.
Or that token Travis said with Circus with hair.
I'm not really interested in whatever rings he's rummaging through, so I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna start looking through these cabinets and stuff, specifically for like a key.
All right, I'll put those items in. after.
Oh, you'll
Circa
put them in.
with-
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put them
All
in with the money and stuff.
Okay. And just one of the rings goes to Eli.
All right, hold on. Let me write that down. So one ring to Eli, and then you're holding on to the rest, right?
Yeah, it was 3 total, right?
So there's a vanity that's made of silver and gold, 3 gold rings, and the thin platinum necklace with topaz.
Yeah, so one of the 3 rings will go to Eli.
Are you taking the vanity at all? The jewelry box at all?
Take it.
Yeah, he hasn't picked up anything else. Yeah, he'll take the jewelry box too. But he's gonna put on the ring, or the 2 rings and the necklace.
Okay. All right, Tarkin.
Yeah, I was just coming up here. I'm gonna look at these drawers and stuff. I don't know what the hell that was. To see if I can find anything in them.
Yeah, you open up the drawers to find nothing.
Motherfucker. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. A lie. Circles, did I delete you?
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Forever.
There you go. You're not dead. You're up here.
No, I'm right here.
No, I was just trying to mess with other things.
So I saw this like compartment area behind the bed, so I just went down and looked underneath to see if I saw anything while everyone else was looking.
Yeah, you don't find anything other but cobwebs, basically. Anything else?
Nope, I'm just gonna come to the door and just wait.
Okay, Brewer.
I'm gonna come out here, and I can tell Eli's not. I don't know. I feel like she would say something to me if there was anything interesting in there. So I'm just gonna glance at her and start walking down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, I would imagine she gives you like a head nod as you walk by. Octavia.
I'm gonna open this door near me.
Okay. So you see in the corner basically that you can tell that this is a dumbwaiter, and there's a button on the wall next to it on the west side, so right where you are. When you open that up, you can just see the chains basically for the dumbwaiter.
I'll pull them to shift the dumbwaiter up or down.
Okay, yeah, you can pull on it, and it would eventually come up after like 2 minutes of pulling.
I'll do that to see if there's anything in there.
Nope. The dusty tray comes up.
Does it look like I could get inside and pull myself up?
No, because you're medium size, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Too small.
Okay.
I mean, too big. It's too small for you.
Then I will come outside here just to look around.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's the same thing, fog everywhere.
Yep.
What
You'd
is-
walk out of the balcony and see that cloud of fucking... that mist, the wall of mist just staring at you.
What is this?
Just a part of... it's just a part of the map. It's not really anything.
Okay. Can I see anything here that looks like it would be a way to get into that locked room upstairs?
No, yeah, I mean, when you look outside, you just see that wall of mist. It's like right there on you. Yeah, and you would know. You could look up and see that window. I will say that passively, you would look up and see, like, you would see this side of the house on that 3rd floor does not have a window.
Okay. Can I peer around the corner and see if there's one on this
You wouldn't
side?
be able to tell if there's a window or not from that angle. You just like kind of peer and just see like the side of the house from your side.
Okay. Then I'll go back inside.
Tarkin, Circos, what are you guys doing? Circos is out. So Tarkin.
Tarkin, seeing that this room seems exhausted with what it can offer, is going to start heading in this direction and kind of like try to catch up with the brewer as he sees him start to head down the stairs.
Yeah, I would say like you see the brewer. Like I'm just gonna move you, Josh. That you walk down the stairs.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's where you were going anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how far you. Yeah, I wasn't sure how far you'd want me to move.
I mean, I'll say one thing, like, if you, like, do stuff, like, if you start RPing stuff that's not your token, like, I'll be much more open with your token moving places, as opposed to, like, moving your token then saying you're gonna do something. You know what I
Okay.
mean? If you,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
RP it.
Yeah,
Like, I'd
yeah.
rather move it like a piece that you're, after you RP than, like, what you're doing, like a video game. So Tarkin, if you're, like, following him, like, as you walk out, you see him, like, walking down.
Yeah, I'm following him as I see his head like disappear.
Yeah.
Down the
So
stairs.
you just head down with them. Circos, Alai, Octavia, what's going on?
I'm gonna
So as I lean up against the wall, just waiting and hearing them find nothing, I look back and I see Tarkin disappear, and I look back to Circos. Well, it looks like they're going downstairs. I guess we should follow. I don't think they found anything important in this room.
So I would say, well, you are right. We should follow downstairs with them.
So as you two like just go head down,
When I come down the stairs, Barry, I'm gonna
Yep.
pull out my dagger from the back of my boot. And as I'm kind of walking by, I'm gonna poke each of the. Not like just gonna poke each of the suits of armor.
okay, yeah,
I'm not gonna
So
attack
as-
them, but I'm just like, is this real?
yeah,
This
like
is-
as you like you it just makes a ting ting, and you go around the room and nothing happens. Octavia, what are you doing on that floor?
Is this full of water? Like, do the faucets work?
Are you gonna try to turn on the faucet?
Yes.
You turn it all the way and nothing happens. There's still a drip. Like if you stay in there for like 2+ minutes, a drip happens, but no water comes out. You can kind of tell like no noise happens at the plumbing shut, and there's just mucky water in the bucket.
Same for this one.
Yep. All right, what's going on down here?
I can't see down there. I don't know if it's because you moved my token. It didn't move like actual me down there. I'm still up in the 3rd floor.
Try refreshing your page, maybe? I see you right next to me.
Refreshing it. Let me see.
I don't see you up on the top floor.
Yeah, it's weird. Like all the tokens were gone, so it was just like a.
Yeah,
dusty-
it's me wrestling with Foundry and like 18 journals.
I don't feel that.
So
It's like a dusty 3rd floor.
Can you
I'm
see
like,
now?
it's like loading, so it's not.
As
Let me know
Brewer's
when it
walking
comes
around just poking shit, I'm gonna start walking up to these doors to the north, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go to
I
the
was-
south ones. Sorry, Tom.
No, I was gonna approach the north ones with Tarkin.
We open them in
Octavia will
tandem.
go over near the brewer's doors.
Can you see it, Anna?
No, it's not loading. Well, I'm just gonna exit out.
So as you guys walk up, you both notice 2 double doors. So you both going to the doors, like on south and north side,
Yeah.
like in
Yeah.
a split formation kind of thing. All right, are you guys just opening them?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll
Yeah.
open them up.
Fuck it, YOLO.
I'm gonna start with you guys. So as you guys open those doors,
no.
you see red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are 2 overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves.
Oh, bookshelves.
As Tarkin opens the door, he just looks to Circus and he's just like, oh no. Books.
And perhaps we should go in and shut the door behind us.
Did I hear books? Who
I
said
wasn't
books?
that loud.
As soon as Octavia says that, the brewer collapses on the ground.
Something happened to Drew.
Like, just hits dirt hard.
Yeah, I'm like, you can see I'm conscious, but I'm like staring off into the void toward the fireplace.
Oh, Jesus. And I'm gonna walk over and kind of like lean down next to Brewer. Check his pulse.
Highly elevated.
I'm gonna snap in front of his eyes. You there, Brewer?
My eyes are open, but not blinking.
There were some beds in the room over near the top of the stairs. You could try and put them in.
Has this happened before in our travels together?
Good question. No, not like this.
Okay. Like, can you give me a hand? I think we need to get him resting somewhere.
I just walk over and help you try to pick up. Like, you pick up one side, I pick up the other.
Yeah.
When, who's picking up my right arm?
I'd probably have, like, hook underneath your armpits
You're
on
on
both
the left
sides.
side, right? Oh, okay.
Oh, I was imagining you pick up his feet.
Okay, I could pick up his feet.
Yeah, I was like imagining me like behind you, scooping underneath your armpits, and then her holding your feet.
Okay, when you pick up my upper body, a small vial, that's like this, a small vial, falls out of my hand onto the floor, and it's filled with this translucent dark purple liquid.
As I see it roll onto the ground. Circos, I think Brewer dropped something. Can you pick that up? I'm not sure what it is.
He kind of walks over, scoops it up.
And I'm gonna start heading towards this room with Brewer.
While they are busy with Brewer, I will slowly make my way to books.
Turns and looks at Octavia. You do not wish to help?
You already have him carried. I pointed out the room. Seems like he just needs rest. Perhaps
This seems like a ruse.
Well, we just short rested, and I was feeling fine. Like, ostensibly, you wouldn't have seen anything.
There could be something in these books that could help him. Maybe it's something with this area.
Something in these particular books in this house in the middle of nowhere is something with a specific affliction.
Maybe the affliction is house related.
Yeah, I'm
Until
gonna
the bird can speak for
Yeah,
himself.
whoever's carrying him, just drag the tokens over.
He's going to follow Octavia into the room.
Where am I going? Over here?
Yeah, you guys are going into
Yeah, I was
this
gonna
room.
drag you into here, and whichever bed looked more appealing, like less gross, less dusty, nicer sheets.
Hold on. Yeah, both are very uncomfortable beds. So
I think Brewer would
choose
like
pick your
red,
poison.
so
Just throw him on one, Tarkin. Who
I'm gonna
cares?
swing him up onto the bed on his
He
back.
lands with a thud because it's legit a bed made out of straw stuffed mattresses. So there's just a
And can I just like take my finger and I'm gonna go like back and forth in front of his eyes, and then I'm gonna get closer and back further away. I'm looking for any eye movement or any pupil dilation.
No eye movement, and my pupils are already super dilated.
Well, this doesn't
I'm gonna-
seem good.
I'm gonna lean forward and put my palm on the top side of his head to see if he's running a fever or anything.
No fever.
I look back at Targan. He's a strange one. I don't know.
What did Circos pick up off the ground? It was something that he had in his hand.
My heart's beating so fast now that you can see my jugular pounding.
Are you wearing like robes or anything that's like hiding any of your vials?
No, the vials are like in my across my chest. Like I don't have that many, like 10 of them, and then I have like studded leather armor, I guess.
You're kind of like a bandolier with like potions on it.
Yeah, and I have like a bag. And, yeah.
So I like lean forward and I kind of like take each little potion out and look at the color. And I look back at Targan. Do these mean anything? Does he mean something?
Were any of
don't
them
know.
white when she was pulling them out?
Yeah, most of them were white. Like five of them.
It's like green, white.
You'd recognize that as the soother.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Those white ones are like soothers.
So I grab a white one. Does he drink it?
I'm trying to remember if you drink it or dab it. Who'd you dab it on and who drank it?
Should I just pour it down his mouth? I mean, I don't know. Is he gonna die? He doesn't look well.
I'm not sure. I think he dabbed it on Octavia, but I think he himself sipped it.
So I undo the cork and I go like this. And I drop just a few drops of this white stuff into your mouth. Like that?
Y'all are weird. So his heart rate slows, but a little like a little bit, but not a bunch, and his face becomes immediately flushed and like damp, like almost like he immediately starts sweating.
Put the little cork back on and put it back in his bandolier. I mean, if he has an allergy or something and you guys don't know how to take care of it, what a troop you guys are. Real friends.
No doctor.
Well, how long have you been with him?
Been with him for a while now. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Does anybody else in the group know?
I don't know where Circos went right now, and Octavia, I guess, is too preoccupied with books to help out, so...
Well,
One of my hands starts twitching.
I'm gonna go grab Circus.
While she's doing that, can I identify, like, anything from what little knowledge of, like, medical shit that I may have, like, what's going on?
What, make a medicine check?
Yeah, like, I'm just trying to determine, is he
Yes.
seizing,
No, yes.
like...
No, you can make a medicine check, yes. I was expecting one in a situation like this, but...
Well, I was going to, but I knew
Um,
about his medicine, so I wanted to look up his medicine first. Yeah.
Josh, you can answer with the check. I mean, it's decently high, 19.
Of all of the things that are in my belt, the soother is the only thing that had of all the things in my belt, the soother is the only thing that has like a physiological impact on humans that you've seen, and you would know that from our time together.
Yeah.
And whatever. But there is another vial.
Is it the same color as the one that was dropped?
No, that's the other vial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's
Their
like
ghost just
there's like
killing,
9
right?
there's like 9 vials. None of them that a few you've seen before, and a couple of others that you know are not medicine. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And then the one that you have in your hand, I'm guessing.
Well, she put it back. I'm gonna take out the vial of soother that she had taken out, and I'm gonna pour more of it down your mouth.
No. So no. So I dropped one, right?
Yeah, and Circos picked it up.
Circus picked it up. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have. I haven't had it.
I thought you picked it up. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What was it that I picked up?
A small vial with a dark purple translucent.
You picked up a necklace with a vial of some sort of liquid inside of it.
That you saw me drop when they picked me up, and it was already in my hand.
How much soother do you give him?
I'm gonna dump like half of it.
Imagine after I dropped it, it's like 75% full.
Yeah, so I'm going to the halfway mark of it. Like,
So my hooray goes back to like somewhat normal, but I am drenched in sweat and very obviously feverish. And
great doctor.
you can see you can see some of the veins in my neck start to go black. What looks like black, dark blue.
So as that's happening, Circos and Octavia, you can do the beginning of what you do in this room.
I cast light on my orb, and I just start skimming the titles of all the books in the room. So just a big loop around to see what books are here before digging deeper.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Oh no.
The
That's
books
not good.
cast fireball on you.
Your rolls for HP. Shit.
I deleted it already. You would have saw it. Trying to copy things, I had to be in light mode. Circos, what do you do?
Thurgos is just very clearly annoyed, just like hands on his hips and watching Octavia go. And as she's rounding the corner to about here, he casts Firebolt at the bookshelf and says, Rama, and just launches a Firebolt at the books.
Okay, make a, yeah, just roll it.
Just roll it? Okay.
Yeah.
You care more about denying Octavia than you do about finding out what's wrong with the person who is supposed to be your friend. Good to know.
So as you walk 2 steps, you shoot that flame. Can you roll the damage?
Yep.
And you take out 40% of the books on this side. So like 40% of this row of books engulfs into fire and starts burning. And as that's happening, you hear someone yelling your name.
Oh. And he's yelling at Octavia. What the fuck is your problem? This man drops to the floor next to you and you do nothing. You want fucking books. You just want books all the time.
You're the
This
one
is
who
what
picked
you
up
want.
one of his potions. You care more about following me into here. We are in an unknown world.
Because
an
you just
unknown
leave
realm
us.
with a random thing. I didn't leave you. I told you where I was going. I'm one room over from where he was.
You
we
did
know
nothing.
nothing about this
This
world.
man
I
dropped to the
tried to
floor.
Information about this area. He is your friend. You've known him forever. You picked up one of his potions, but you care more about looking at me and what I'm doing than you do about saving your friend.
True. I am
You're arguing.
skeptical of what you
Alani
are
turns
doing.
the corner and yells Circos' name. Circos.
What is
We
it?
need you. We need you. Well, the brewer needs you.
Here, take this. Whatever I picked up, this junk, and hand it over to Eli.
What did you get me?
Octavia.
He handed you the necklace that has a vial of liquid in it.
Yeah,
And I just nod to him and I leave the room.
I am going to start just throwing books into my bag before Circos can destroy more of them.
How many are you taking? Each one is 5 pounds.
Each book is 5 pounds?
That's how much a book weighs in D&D.
What
Checks out.
sort of titles did I see for all the books that I've passed already?
I mean,
I
I'm
hope
not-
sure 10
I'm not
walks
making
out.
up-
copies
I'm
of
not making
this.
up like 50 books, but I can tell you that the books are
Barry,
the
Barry,
books in this room. What?
Here's
The
one.
Soup Bible.
There you go.
The bookshelves hold hundreds of tomes. Well, minus 40. Covering a range of topics including history, warfare, and alchemy.
I will grab.
There are also several shelves containing first edition collected works of poetry and fiction.
I will try and grab a bunch of the history and alchemy books.
What I would have you do is put the books. You have the choice. Write it down: history, warfare, alchemy, poetry, and fiction. And then just put like poetry book, history book, like warfare book. £5. Take what you can out of that. There's 100 books, so if you're just taking books, take. Like just you have a weight limit. So,
history, warfare, alchemy, poetry,
and fiction. Yep. So as she does that, and Circos walks. I'm guessing you're walking in behind her, right?
What?
Because you're in this room now.
I'm following Elia.
Yeah. So as you walk in, you see basically Tarkin over the brewer, who's just sweat, I'm guessing, and his veins are black up his neck. What's going on? What are you guys doing?
I gave him some more soother. His heart rate slowed, but I think he's getting clammier. And he's not looking great.
And I sigh. Well, I got this. This is like a puzzle, and I'm not good at puzzles. And I take the vial that Circos gave me, and I pop it open with my mouth. Is this what he needs?
Is that what caused this? I don't know if he needs it or if that's what caused it.
Did he drink it?
I don't know.
Does anybody know what happened to him?
This vial looks like all my other vials that I put stuff in.
I mean, do we just try a little bit of every vial and hopefully he'll come back up?
I'm about to RP my own character death.
I can't wait. Can't wait till you mutate into some fucking creature.
Yeah.
As I'm holding the vial, I'm just looking back and forth between Circos and Tarkin, like hoping somebody knows how to get this poor man up.
I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about alchemy. I don't know if he's been sipping on that and he drank too much of it.
It was closed when it fell to the floor.
I thought it was half empty though.
I don't think I said.
Oh, okay, maybe I misheard that then.
If I did, then
Was he
it's
grasping
irrelevant.
for this
No,
when he
I don't
fell?
think he did.
Like,
No, it was holding in
Okay,
his hand.
I may have
and just
misheard
dropped it.
something then.
It was around his neck, right? It was a necklace?
It was in his hand when
I
he
thought it was a
fell.
necklace.
For some reason, I thought like he drank it and then fell. We can try giving it to him.
I mean, I don't want to kill him.
I mean, if it is around his neck, I feel he uses it often. I have never seen him slip a drink of it, but might be best. I can't think of another option.
So I lean forward and I open his mouth. And I drop a few drops of what was in the vial into his mouth.
Oh, maybe they are eye drops. Maybe we're mistaken.
You can see under the eye that has the lens over it, that like the white of my eye is black, and like the veins coming up from that, coming up around it are like all black. But like the
Oh,
iris.
that looks like it didn't help.
No, this is already was the case. And is when you hit the as soon as the purple liquid hits my mouth, the veins start to recede. They just start to like very quickly recede, and they go back down toward my chest. And I'm still a little feverish, but my hand stops twitching, and I start to blink.
I put the cork back in, and I sit down next to the brewer with a loud crunch sound as I sit down on the beautiful straw bed. And again, I put my hand on top of his head, and I start waving him down. I mean, he looks less like trash.
And then like with a heaving inhale, I like sit straight up, like creepily sit straight up and like clasp the vial that you gave me. And I throw my legs over the bed and just sit straight up, staring at the wall past Tarkin.
How you feeling?
I feel perfectly fine.
What do you know what happened back there?
No.
Well, should it happen again, I guess we now know that that vial you have there is the key to stopping it.
Where did you find this?
You had it in your hand.
He kind of like shovels the vial like in this like a compartment in his armor, and just like trying to like cover it up and be like secretive and kind of protective.
As I watch him be secretive with all of his vials. I know we don't know each other well, but I think you should label those. So if you do fall and maybe put your symptoms. So maybe we can give you the right vial next time.
I stand up and I go, I know what they are. I walk
Oh
by.
well, that doesn't help.
When I walk by Circos, I'm gonna ask if he found the key.
The key? What are you talking about?
Key to the room upstairs.
Who? I have no idea what you are talking about.
Okay.
Is the fire spreading at all in here, or did he just kind of burn up the 40 books and it's smoldering?
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a flame where it continued to light.
Okay.
There's a lot of dust still up in that second floor.
Okay. Then if books aren't continuously burning, I'll take a little bit more time looking through them. But right now, the breakdown that I'm going for is 3 history books, 5 alchemy books, a warfare, and a poetry. And I'm going to leave my book of Hagwitch stories and my book of Sword Coast Chili.
Yeah, because right now you're encumbered.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, does anybody else feel like they're gonna faint? Or are we good to move on?
I think we are good. We can go catch up on the one who doesn't care about any of us.
When Tarkin walks up to me, like behind me, I sort of turn to the side and vomit right in front of him. And you can see in the vomit that there's clearly some, like, not a ton of blood, but like obviously blood in it.
Are you sure you're
After
feeling
I
alright?
see-
And I kind of ignore you, and I pull out an empty vial and I collect some of the vomit and blood and I put it in the vial.
Yeah.
When he stands back up, I smack him on the back. That looked like it felt better.
Touch me again, and that's the last hand that you'll ever see.
It's alright, I don't need it. Then I continue outside of the room.
Wow.
I was about to say, wow, motherly ally, and then now it's never again.
Touch me, Brett.
You're welcome!
I'm like holding the vial up and shaking it with the vomit and blood in it.
I'm walking around this vomit vial.
Alright, so what do you see when you walk up here? What's Octavia doing when everyone walks in?
I'm still going through books trying to select which ones to take, and as soon as I see Brewer, Drew, there's alchemy books. They're all over the place. Some of them were burnt thanks to Circos, but like there's so much here.
I'm glad you
And I
noticed
start,
that he's alright, no thanks to you.
I don't know what else you expected me to do. You all were carrying him in. All I would have been doing is standing there also wondering, here, we're finding information about this place.
Well, you have that sharp mind. I thought that you'd be able to recall, like, maybe what potions he's been drinking, stuff like that, and help us out.
Yep, the white ones. The one that he always uses and always carries around.
Well, just for your mind, that one didn't work.
Yeah, he's got a lot of weird things about him.
I just walk by the group
Did he
and
do the vein thing?
And as Octavia said that, I looked over at Tarkin. Well, it looks like there's a desk. Maybe that might have some important information in it.
Likely.
Brewer, did you already walk up to that desk?
no, I just walk up to the bookshelves and I'm like reading the titles and seeing if there's anything interesting.
Yeah. So you would like walk over to this bookshelf, and it would be like pretty much ash, as you would see the burn marks. But you would like walk to over here, and yeah, you would see there's alchemy books in there. Basically, I don't have titles, but there's alchemy books in there if you would take them.
Okay, I'll grab the most interesting looking one.
Yeah. So just put like just an alchemy, and then it's £5.
As I look through the alchemy books and stuff like that I've grabbed, does it look like it's new information, or does it look like the same basic alchemy from our world, plane?
Yeah,
whatever?
for the most part, alchemy. Yeah, it's not much different alchemy than you're from like perusing through it. It's not like different alchemy.
What about the history books? Is it like history of Barovia and all of that?
Yeah, there's like history of Barovia in it.
Okay, then I will leave a few more alchemy books and take a few more history books.
Tarkin, are you looking at that desk?
Yeah, so I was walking up to the desk. I didn't know if Elia was walking up to it with me.
Yeah, I'll walk up to it with you.
Surely, I mean, an office like this, the important stuff has to be in the desk. You look on that side, and I'm gonna start, like, pulling open the drawers on this side of it.
Yep.
I walk over, and I sit in this chair. First off, is it a spinny wooden chair?
No.
Damn it.
It's a mahogany desk that's high back.
It looked like it could do this.
And then over here is like that painting of the window of the windmill perched on top of a rocky crag. So on the desk you would find an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinderbox, and a letter kit containing a red wax candle, 4 blank sheets of parchment, and then the wooden seal basically next to it bearing the Durst family insignia, and it says Durst underneath it, and it has a windmill. The desk drawer is empty because you opened up the desk drawer, right?
Yeah.
Except for an iron key.
Ooh. I'm gonna, as I see the key, I'm gonna pick it up and look at it. This may be the key we're looking for. And then I'm gonna look down at the table. Is the parchment look blank, or can I like identify like indents in it if I look at it?
Blank.
Blank.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna scoop up the parchment and ink.
Okay. Yeah, so just add ink. Yeah, I'll probably replace it with like actual ink and stuff from the items later, but you can put placeholders for now.
Yeah, I already have ink, so I'm just gonna increment it.
Yeah,
up.
just double it. Yep. Circos, Brewer, Octavia, what are you guys doing?
I hear key.
Yep.
As Brewer comes up to me, does he look interested for the key that I have in my hand? I'll hold out the key to him. Does this look like it belonged to that door up there?
I just swipe it and immediately turn around.
As I sat down in the chair,
Yeah.
my eyes immediately went to the paper and the ink. And as my hand went to go out towards it, I see Tarkin scoop it up. And I follow him as he takes it from me. Do you think you could share some of that?
What do you need, the
I'm
paper
running
or the ink?
low. I mean, both.
Alright, fine, it's yours. I don't need it too badly. I just thought I'd carry it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I slide, what was it, 3 pieces, right? And 1 bottle of ink.
4.
Oh, 4 pieces. Well, I still have 1. Because I had a random piece of parchment.
And I look at the 4 pieces, and I put 2 in my pocket, and I slide 2 back to Tarkin.
Oh, thank you. Keep changing how
Well?
much parchment I have.
Shall we see if that key fits?
That would probably be best. Are we done looking at the books?
For the warfare books, are they about wars in Barovia or just general like tactics, all of that stuff?
From what you've seen so far, just tactics.
Okay.
But you're just perusing. You're not like spending time reading like the books
Yeah.
necessarily. Are you guys doing anything else in this room?
I will grab the red wax and the family seal.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna
Um,
this.
I quickly see on the ground next to my foot slightly scorned book of poetry, and I pick it up and I look at it and I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
I'm just gonna quickly peek in the fireplace to see if there's anything I can identify in the ashes and kind of like look up to see if there's anything hidden up the chimney.
Nope. Same as the previous. The previous places. It's empty.
Yeah, with that then I'll start trailing after Brewer, who I imagine is heading with some haste, so I'm probably a little bit behind.
Yeah. Yeah, my token's not an accurate representation.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll start following after him, because I know where he's heading.
Yeah, I'm following as well.
Alright, is
Yeah.
everyone leaving the room?
Yep, follow.
Alright, and that's where we'll end it.
Was there any on the desk? Was there anything that had like handwriting or whatever, or anything that had the wax seal used on it?
Nope.
The wax seal.
So many books.
Yeah.
Can't